がマイク持ちあの体戻る
Hello and welcome everyone. We're casting AD2L Season 33, GRIN Overwhelming versus GRIN Swift, the GRIN Bowl, and I'm joined here by Pip to break down this game for you all. Hi, Pip.
What's up? I'm ready. I'm here. I'm here to break break down the game
Yeah.
of Grin Overwhelming versus Grin Swift. There's one thing we know for sure is that there's going to be one Grinner of this series. Is this a best of two or a best of three, Licky? You let me know.
This
You
is
let the
best of
viewers
two.
know.
Best of two.
Best
Yeah.
of two. The best kind of best.
The best kind of twos.
The best kind of two.
Yeah.
So I know I'm technically the analyst here, but what are you thinking about this Techie's first phase? Did I just miss something?
I honestly don't know why they're banning that. I guess they're just terrified of something that might happen here. I'm not sure what the purpose is of doing such a thing, but we'll see. Oh, Sand King. Okay. I know that's one of your not favorite heroes in the offlane.
Oh, I do not like that hero, just from personal experience. You know why I don't like that hero, Licky?
Tell me why.
I'll break it down for you. That's my
Yeah.
job here, right?
Absolutely.
I don't like that hero because he doesn't. Sorry, I haven't casted in a while. Technically, I haven't even really thought about this game in months. I've been very happy because of it.
That's a great thing to reveal to everyone on a cast.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I don't like Sand King because he's not really able to trade hits as much. He's very spell reliant in the offlane, whereas most other offlaners aren't really like that. He's also less tanky than, let's say, traditional other offlaners. The one thing he does have going for me is, compared to other offlaners, he has better clear, and he also works around like a blink timing, like standard offlaners as well. However, you pretty much can only operate around the blink timing. I mean, you can go for kind of like meme Sand King builds where you don't get Ags or blink, but you're just kind of like not a great initiator at that point. But like you can say like if you're having a really good time in a lane on other offlaners, let's say like Axe or Centaur for an example, we just see a Centaur pick tier. You can go alternate items like Vanguard, like Hood, depending on the game, and then maybe Blink after, maybe Blink then Hood, and just have like you offer more. You're more tanky. Your initiation is around the same, and you're a better laner for most other offlaners. So. That's pretty much so. And like I said, Sand King gives a little bit more wave clear, so there is a role for it in certain lineups, and you might even have more kill potential in certain lanes. But I don't think it really, like, I'd rather just have an Axe, personally.
Yeah,
or like
sense.
like that. Yeah. It's also typically, so if we're, you know me, Licky, I love talking.
Oh yeah, of course.
If we're on the topic of like a Blink Axe versus a Blink Sand King offers more damage for sure. Axe offers more HP and also BKB piercing, unless they changed it and I don't know about it. So just like on paper, as an initiator, which is the core role of a 3, at least in a traditional sense, like just a Centaur or an Axe, Axe being my primary example, would just be better for like just standard initiation.
10 seconds.
Valid, yeah. We've got the Phoenix picked up as well. Also, this first pick Dazzle from Overwhelming over here. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it. I feel like this hero kind of just struggles where all other supports kind of just get by. It feels like it's been a while since Dazzle has been strong in the support role, especially since they added the cooldown reduction not stacking anymore. So like Dazzle kind of just doesn't get amazingly good like tier 3, tier 4 neutral items anymore as well.
Yeah, I think Dazzle's a good laner. Decent at taking the lane if your carry ever has to leave. I like the save on Dazzle as well. It's just why would you ever want to get a Dazzle, let's say, over an Oracle? Probably because of the wave clear. Your ability to push from Fog is really, really good. Grave is, I think, a longer range spell than most of what Oracle has to offer. if I'm not mistaken, at level 4. But Oracle does most, let's say, like generic support or like saving. I think Oracle does it a little bit better. But there's I guess a place for it. Let's see what GRIN Overwhelming are thinking with that in mind.
I mean, I think if you also want like a healing support that like offers more in terms of wave clear or damage or even like team fight, like the save itself, you're not gonna find a whole lot of that, but you can get like other heal based heroes, like even like a Dawn 5 or 4 or
Which
literally
offers
anything that
clear
likes getting
and-
a holy
yep.
locket, a wyvern. I know you like that
Yep.
hero.
Yes, sir. Dazzle's a better laner than Wyvern though, but Wyvern does pretty much everything better.
Yeah.
Besides laning.
10 seconds remain.
So Phoenix, I like it. So one thing that we see going for Swift is that they have a lot of damage. Phoenix is good sustain as well. Good max health damage against the Centaur with Sunray, stuff like that. It's BKB piercing as well, which compensates slightly for Sand King's inability to deal with BKBs. But just like a whole lot of damage, a whole lot of team fight. This might be what they're kind of going for. Right now on Overwhelming, we see more of maybe pickoffs with Centaur, initiation and, Centaur ultimate and stomp.
10 seconds.
Looking more single target. Basically what that means for the game is that GRIN Swift is going to want to take fights, or they can pretty much only take fights as, 4 or 5, let's say 5, and Overwhelming will probably have more potential with less heroes. Overwhelming might benefit in this game from trying to split the map up, having heroes that can push towers in different lanes, heroes that come to mind are like maybe like a Weaver. They could even go for an Arc Warden. That would be great this game with that in mind, because Arc Warden does really good at splitting the map. As soon as you see a hero go to another lane, then you're pretty much golden to initiate on 3 or 4 heroes with your team of 4 or 5. Or even less than that, sorry.
Good ideas. I mean, right now they're kind of just like taking their time. These bans are slightly interesting, because Odin is of course the mid laner for GRIN Swift. The Puck I understand, Invoker I understand. Storm, I don't think I've ever seen Odin really ball out on the Storm before, but definitely they're focusing literally all of their bans in the second phase against the enemy mid. Snapfire picked up as well. Do you expect this to be like a 4 Centaur snap lane?
10 seconds.
That is what I would expect. I don't know if I like it too much though. So what I see from Overwhelming is their ability to roam isn't great. A lot of the burden of initiation lies on Centaur. They will have a strong lane for sure, and if that lane is strong enough, if they get enough out of that lane to, let's say, create a sizable enough advantage to offset your need for, let's say, like a roamer, then sure, why not? But this is something that they're lacking in their draft. They have this great strong lane, but what if the lane doesn't go well for some reason? Then they're stuck with these heroes that can't really... In a losing scenario, all of the burden of initiation lies on Centaur. That's not really a burden that you want to put on one person. It's generally better to have maybe like one like go-to initiator and then one person as like a follow-up, a pseudo-initiator of sorts. It's always better that way, in a losing scenario. But if you... I think Overwhelming is playing against maybe like a higher MMR team. So this kind of, let's say, way of playing the game might benefit them more. But it is a good way of playing the game. It's a good, like, I don't know. What's the word? Fundamental?
Strategy?
Let's just say strategy.
Tactic?
Let's just say strategy. It's good
Method?
tactic, yeah. Good methodology. Ooh, love it, Licky. College educated. Ooh,
Yeah, let's go.
let's go. Alright, GRIN Swift, so they have a Jakiro. So GRIN Swift is in a similar kind of place, where, Phoenix is an okay roamer, but definitely not the best. I like that they have 2 birds on their team, more wings, more mobility.
Did you just call Jakiro a bird?
Yeah, it's pretty much a bird, look at it.
I honestly don't know if I can call you an analyst anymore.
Are dragons birds? Answer me that.
No, they're dragons. That's like saying a bird or a chicken that's plucked is a human.
I guess they are a reptile, but are there reptile birds, is my question.
Well, you could argue that birds and reptiles are closely related, since birds are dinosaurs, but evolved.
So really, I'm right.
Yeah, can't argue with that logic.
So let's talk about these heroes, Licky. So we have so I like Jakiro the hero. I think it's massively underrated. It has been underrated for a very long time. You have a low cooldown Echo Slam ability, a great laner, you have push, you have clear, you have high ground defense. It's really great. However, in this, on Grin Swift they have a lot of damage. Where's their lockdown really coming from? It's mostly on Sand King. Their BKB piercing is pretty much only on Phoenix. I guess you could say Bloodseeker's Rupture might help against the Juggernaut, and you'd be pretty much right. However, they have no ability to cancel the Juggernaut TP, so this is going to be a problem in the game. They have a lot of damage though. Not great roaming. A lot of the burden of initiation, much like Overwhelming. Swift is putting all of that burden on Sand King. So honestly, the lineups are very similar. We could just kind of make the observation that Overwhelming is probably more oriented around, picking heroes off, and Swift is more oriented around taking maybe a larger, broader fight.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. So you said lockdown Swift is lacking, so they most probably want to give Odin something with any kind of like control. Most of his generic heroes are gone with like actual control, Wind, Invoker, Puck, all those things out of the pool for him right now.
But like what? How does Swift? So Swift has kind of earlier. They hit probably an earlier timing maybe than Overwhelming. Obviously, as Overwhelming, you can maybe go for an earlier type of build with the Juggernaut. Yeah, but how does Swift hit towers? It's kind of
just
strange for
Jakiro,
them.
honestly.
Jakiro is not an outright tower pusher. Not like other heroes. Like, what's better at pushing towers, Jakiro or like a Death Prophet?
Oh, I definitely take a
Jakiro
DP, 100%.
Or a Shadow Shaman, let's say.
Oh, it's Jakiro 4. Okay, so that's a Phoenix 5, I think, actually. Which I don't
think I like that.
Unless Dream is playing 5. He's been playing 4 so far for Swift. They might swap things around since Cheddar is, of course, a stand-in. I don't see why they would, but I guess they might. Yeah, that's interesting.
BKB is just like a great game for Overwhelming. Or sorry, BKB is a great item this game for Overwhelming. There is some BKB piercing on Overwhelming, so it's a strange game. I think Queen of Pain and Bloodseeker do give enough kind of like pick-off potential that solves the problem of their first phase of the Sand King Phoenix. However, all of that pick-off is kind of the burden of picking people off is solely on. Actually, no. I'll take that back. I think it's fine. I think Grin Swift has a fairly rounded draft. They just lack in push. Let's see how that manifests in the game. They have like a fairly early game lineup. Overwhelming, I think, has better scaling overall.
Definitely.
Obviously, with like a Snapfire Axe later in the game, Juggernaut with a few items is going to be crazy. Lina with a few items is going to be crazy. So I think the story of this game is going to be Swift is probably going to take an early lead, but can they transition it to a one game with their lack of tower push? How are they going to maneuver around that? And can Grin Overwhelming... They should be losing. Grin Overwhelming with their draft should be losing a decent portion of the game from like 15 to, let's say, 20 to 25 minutes. But can they come back after that? That's the story, I think, in my eyes.
All right, you heard it from Pip. Both teams popping the good luck, have fun. But yeah, I think I feel very similar about these drafts here. I'm honestly kind of nervous as to how Grin Swift can pull it off without stun. I think they may have spotted Odin walk up for that ward. Maybe. Dream's gonna come scout out the tower though, see if he can check if the ward is here. Is he gonna do it? Oh, I don't know what he's doing, but definitely not that.
lot of shenanigans in the mid lane. Love it. You know, it would be a cool change if they made the tower range or the tower a little bit further back, so that there's more room for the enemy to move on your ground. That would make ganks a little bit easier. That would be cool, and it would incentivize roaming a little bit more.
Well, it used to be that way for the Dire Tower, right? It used to be like further back or something. I feel like there's way more on like the...
I think both of them, if I'm not mistaken.
There's a lot of space here, or at least they're used to, I'm pretty sure. Oh. No kills are probably gonna happen here unless anyone's extremely foolish. But we've got what? We've got this Jug. Actually, they're gonna run Jug, Snapfire, and Dazzle Centaur, it looks like. Against Sand King Jakiro. Jakiro is the 4, it looks like. And then we've got the Phoenix 5 in the top lane with the Bloodseeker. That's an interesting kind of setup. We've already touched on the fact that, of course, Phoenix better 4 than a 5.
I don't even... Yeah, so it's like both teams are running the lanes probably in a way that I might not like.
Yeah.
I do think there's actually more potential with the Dazzle, kill potential with the Dazzle getting like a few stacks, unless they changed it, which I'm sure they did.
What?
But you still like get stacks as Dazzle on the enemy, and it slows and slows and slows, right?
Yes, but only like you are the one who does it. Like your allies don't refresh it anymore.
Right, got it. That shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
But I do think there's more potential for the Dazzle Juggernaut kill potential in this lane, just because if you hit someone 3 times with Dazzle with the Poison Touch on them, I think that's plenty of slow for the Jug to catch up with a Blade Fury.
Oh yeah.
I think it's harder to execute the Snap Jug lane. However, they probably do have more damage between the two of them, so these are 2 things to consider.
I also think Snapfire Centaur is just an incredibly strong lane, which is not being utilized here. Oh, Dazzle up top. Gremlins. They're actually trying to turn on Roxy, but Gremlin has to be careful. Lightning Wolf is going to run him down. He has Blood Right. Can he get him? He needs... Oh, he got him with the Blood Right. First blood for GRIN.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage at level 2.
Oh, 120 pure damage? Holy shit. That's got to be like one of the highest damage level 1 spells in terms of just like overall damage types and everything.
Yeah, probably. Well, I mean, yeah. Besides, like, Blade Fury.
Yeah, of course. Blade Fury is bonkers.
So looks like this wave is going to be pretty huge going into Sand King. He's going to... A cool thing to do, maybe, as the Jakiro here, would just to back off and let Sand King get all the solo XP. That would be
100%.
really cool.
Yeah. Oh, he's actually getting all these denied. At least so far. Ooh, range troops? Might have to stun for them. Oh, that's kind of rough.
Because what Jakiro is doing here, and you saw that, you saw this manifest a little bit, is with the Jakiro, your support is going to get a little bit antsy there and want to, like, you know, poke a little bit. You're kind of leaning more towards a fight at your tower, where I think your Sand King just wants to be farming at that point. Like, if you take a fight and then they start running away and you start chasing them, you're missing on a lot of last hits and maybe even potential XP as well. Another cool thing you could do on the Jakiro is just kind of back off, maybe just make stacks, come back to lane. Or maybe even just give Sand King the solo XP. Maybe go ward. There's a lot of things to do, but that's just one thing that I would personally like doing. I don't like sapping XP in that kind of manner. It's just me personally. I'm sure BSJ has another too.
I mean, I think I agree with you here, especially when you've got a laner like Sand King, right? At least so far, I think Cheddar Bear should be looking to max out the Sandstorm. No point going further, investing further skill points into that Burrow, or hopefully does not go more points into Caustic, because that would be not it. But I think at this point, like you said, Jakiro can just make some stacks, and Quap can take them, Sand King can take them, Bloodseeker can even start working on them later on.
It's a great... So, in thinking about what that would mean in terms of their draft, they want to hit this crazy timing around 15 to 20 minutes. Let's say 15 minutes. Around 15 minutes. Grabbing this crazy net worth advantage on the Sand King. Let's say Sand King, for example, because if I were, you know, having a team in the early part of the game, I would definitely...
Cheddar Bear gonna get spun under, has to burrow away just in time.
Nice
My god, he held on to that for very long.
Nice burrow. But yeah, considering the 3 position kind of determines the pace of a big portion of, let's say, like transitioning from laning phase to the mid game. If you get the stacks on that hero, you'll have a lot stronger transition to that 15-minute timing that we see GRIN. I'm sorry, well, I'm gonna get so confused.
Gremlin
GRIN's
getting run at right now. It might go down. Yeah, Lightning Wolf gets the kill.
I wonder if a value point in Grave would be worth it here, because what kind of stuns do we see in this lane? I count 0.
Yeah, it might be. It feels kind of awkward getting 1-1-1 on Dazzle, but I think it might be. It just might be worth it.
You come from
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah,
I mean, what Jakiro's doing right now is a lot better than what was happening for the first like few minutes, because there's actually purpose to this movement. I'm taking XP away. I'm taking XP away, getting XP myself, and also making their 5 follow me. So basically giving my 3 a free lane. This is much more purposeful than the first part of the game, and the only reason I'm focusing on this is because this is the main, let's say, contentious lane in the game.
Oh, Gremlin's making his way mid. Dazzle rotating in. Not sure what that's going to do besides spook out in maybe a little bit.
And without Grave, it's kind of risky as well, because Queen of Pink can kite you very, very well.
Yeah, lots of heroes getting low all around the map, but...
and
oh
so
my
a big
god.
thing of...
Sorry, Sanking went 3 points in Caustic.
I love it.
I do not love it.
To do it.
It's, at least in my opinion, has diminishing returns in terms of your skill points. You don't farm fast at all, since you're right-clicking and you have like no right-click damage and a terrible attack speed. I think you have to max Sandstorm.
I agree with you. I love it because it's old school, but I do not think it's good.
Oh yeah.
Because it's greedy.
Yeah.
So if your lane doesn't go well, how do you come back? If you have to go to
Gremlin
jungle
top,
for any
gonna
reason.
get eaten up again. Blood for the Blood God.
Yeah, I think this confirmed what we initially thought and said, hey, maybe on Dazzle we should get maybe a value point in W. And even, so a support in this game, what you could even do is just kind of like chill and make stacks.
Oh, they got a stun
this
off onto the Jug. No spin available, but they have no more chase. Again, a little more damage to Cookie to get him away. Oh, the 3 points in Caustic, it's hurting you now. Holy shrimp, they're turning off onto the Snampfire. They're gonna pick him up. So at least 1 kill.
Wow. And we got level 6 on Sinking now. Juggernaut is going to, if they at all get like a surprise initiation on Juggernaut, he's very, very dead.
They have Thirst on him right now, so he's not being sneaky hiding in these trees. Has no mana for the healing ward for another 1 mana. We'll pop it now.
Great play by the Jakiro. They have a catapult wave and Jakiro's pulling the wave so that they can kind of
double
smack
wave,
on that tower a little bit.
huge. Yeah, it's gonna keep this siege wave alive for very long. Dream, what a player.
Thinking ahead, I like it.
Oh, Gremlin again, top. Gonna get eaten up once more. So this Bloodseeker's having a ball of a time up top. Already looking for that Maelstrom.
We did expect this in the draft phase. We did expect some sort of crazy lead for the Bloodseeker team. This Lina could be a great saving grace, though. At least in this huge power spike that we expect in 15 minutes. The Lina is going to be the most suited, I would say, on the side of the Radiant to combat the side of the Dagger.
Yeah, I mean, this Lina's also had a pretty solid start against this Quap. I mean, they picked it into it, so favored lane. Oh, Dream now being run down by the spin. That is a level 3 spin. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna pop the Epicenter afterwards, plus the stun off onto MKY here. They're gonna lose the Jug. They're possibly also gonna lose Shrimp as well. Cheddar Bear needs 1 hit. The Tranquil Boots. Oh, he's actually gonna jump into those creeps. I don't know if that's the play. Odin's gonna come and clean up the kill.
Oh, I get it why he's called Holy Shrimp now, because every time you see those kinds of crazy plays, you just say Holy Shrimp.
That was interesting. If it didn't stun the creep, that would have been really cool, but...
And then I think that was a fluid movement from Odin as well, because I think he got most of his wave back at mid tower.
Yeah, he was just farming like the... Oops, triangle, didn't mean to do that. Forget I can't draw on the map. Oh, up top, there's a Rupture onto the Centaur right now. Gonna pop the... Oh my god! Pops the Stampede right after it ends. That's some good timing there. Gremlin still being run down, but looks like they'll all chill out.
Yeah, I think What I would probably do.
Oh my god, speaking of not chilling out, Lena, Dream? Oh, they're gonna pop all the spells. Dream lives on a sliver of HP, but they get a very valuable kill in the mid lane.
What they could probably do on the Dazzle, so I actually really like sapping mid on Dazzle, but you could literally just completely chill out. One thing that a lot of supports do is they think they have to fill a lot of time in the game with some sort of activity, let's say like, I don't know, like rotating mid, rotating bot, doing all these things. Sometimes doing nothing is the best thing you can do. Now, obviously not all the time. Sometimes there are games where, yes, you have to be rotating, But in games when there's not really anything to do, you don't have to force things to happen. Because if you do that, it might end up being detrimental. Sometimes you can just kind of sit there and make stacks. Maybe you don't even have to go to a lane. Maybe you just sit there for another minute and make stacks. Just like kind of chilling out on a support is a high skill thing to do because it's hard to do. It's hard to just kind of like chill out and be like, okay, I don't have to do anything right now. And Mark's a good player, actually.
Jug's actually going for Battle Fury. Battle Fury did get buffed by a little bit. Do you still think it's the right build over something like a Maelstrom or even like a Diffusal this game?
I think we anticipate a very bloody 15 to 25 minute mark coming from the side of the Dire. I would probably itemize a little bit earlier on the Juggernaut. Juggernaut will still out-carry those heroes regardless.
That's a nice stun into spin here. Roxy's gonna go down. They're gonna pop the epicenter on Cheddar. Now turning around to these two heroes. Jug gonna pop the Omni Slash. Cheddar is dusted, so that Sandstorm isn't gonna do a whole lot right now. But now MKY out of the Omni Slash, looking to run around into the creep wave. Cheddar Bear, does he have any spells up? Has a stun in just a few, but the burn damage is enough, and they're gonna get 2 for the price of 1 on GRIN Swift. Oops.
Yeah, I think I do think the Battle Fury is a little bit greedy for the reason I just went over it, because you're expecting these kinds of fights to happen against that kind of lineup. So you might as well itemize like a little, or knowing this, itemize it for a little bit earlier because you know you're going to be confronted with a fight. Do you want to go to that fight with a Maelstrom plus 1 item, or do you want to go to that fight with a Battle Fury and half of another item? Probably the first set of options.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you can even go like Maelstrom SNY and then take early fights, be a strong lad.
Sure. Well, so they could. This game is really
Holy shrimp
on
again. It's gonna be run down here. They brought Odin in as well. That's a nice stun, but now Gremlin maybe has gone a little too far. They do have Egg available on, oh, I saw a Rupture Girl out top. They're gonna go onto the Centaur. He TP's away with just a sliver of HP. Oh, man.
That was 4 heroes sent bot, though. We did see a rotation from the Dazzle, but they're definitely gonna make a move onto this tower here. Again, we don't really have great pushers on their team besides the Jakiro. But I think they'll definitely be able to just chip at this tower. It's at 130 HP.
It's almost dead anyway. Roxy actually dives in.
And the big thing here is that Radiant can't really get another tower in return because their top lane was lost pretty hard.
Oh, they just lost Arrow mid. Odin got him with the ult, and now mid. MKY is going to pop that spin very prematurely. Has to get over to Gremlin if he wants to get any kind of save available. Dream gonna get hit by that poison touch right here. Cheddar has to figure out who he wants to commit onto right now. They're looking for the Jug, but don't have the range. Roxy Aurora gonna go down to those Snapfire blasts, and now Gremlin caught in the Sandstorm right here. The stun was used. Egg not even popped as that Phoenix did go down. Now Dream gonna pop the Ice Path on the Dazzle right here. Gremlin does have that the Shallow Grave. Jug in the backline also fighting up with the Quap, gonna go down though. No chance of surviving there. Gremlin gonna Shallow Grave and TP away in time. Still gonna, oh, he doesn't even get away. It expires at the last second. Unfortunate set of events.
And that's all that damage over time as well. They didn't even really necessarily have to land a hit. They had so much dots on them. But yeah, what we really need to do here on the side of the Radiant is try and get as much farm on the Jug as possible and start moving as a team to places with the Lina. Right now you see, we just saw the Centaur die in the top lane. They're really playing as individual players on the Radiant right now, but they have to make team movements to places. We see many more team movements happening on the when they rotate a bot with a few heroes trying to, you know, capture an objective. While that's happening, that opens up space on the other side of that map for you to make a similar sort of initiative for the Radiant. And the Juggernaut seems very attached to the bot lane here. I think moving to triangle or moving to the top lane, moving to mid even, there's a lot of options here. It looks like Dire is releasing all pressure from bot lane, so maybe even bot lane is the best place to be for him right now. But typically they wouldn't release that kind of pressure. They'd get all this vision up. It'd be a very scary place to be. You'd clear that one bottom wave, then you can really extend past there, and you're in a really weird place.
Yeah, looks like overwhelming. They're committing heroes top and letting their chug chill while Swift is pushing mid. Cheddar Bear is just gonna defend this tower. Has to be careful though. Sentry's placed down, and you are revealing yourself. Oh my god, Cheddar Bear? Don't walk back into the sentry. Oh, the blasts are coming through. They're gonna use 2 ults and get the Sand King here. And the other TP was cancelled.
And you'll see, like, their first team initiative ends up, like, fairly, you know, it ends up good.
Yeah.
So if they keep on moving like this, you know, throughout the game, things will end up being okay. So we actually see the Dire team smoke into top. They're going to do some sort of pincer maneuver because they know that there's 4 heroes top. They're going to try and fight with 4 or 5 because we're right. We know that their team fight is better on.
That is 3v4 though. They do have egg available. They're gonna get a nice ice path out now. Odin turning into, oh, he gets a huge ult onto 2 right there. They have the Centaur ult as well. Odin's gonna get stunned up plus the Grave. Oh my god, it expires just in time to keep the Quap alive. Now Roxy diving in, looking for Shrimp right here. He's gonna get an eye on the Snapfire for a second, but Shrimp should be okay to run away. Doesn't have any spells, but neither does Roxy. They're gonna get a D-ward as well.
So another big thing for Radiant this game is that they kind of overstayed in top. We could obviously see that from that last fight. But we also see in the bottom lane, it's just kind of like free territory for the Bloodseeker right now. You don't even necessarily have to send heroes down to kill Bloodseeker, just get XP in that lane. The first, you know, let's say 10 to 15 minutes of the game, having heroes in each lane, at least getting the XP there is just ultimately efficient. And you want to be as efficient as possible with that time, or else you're going to reach the mid game with an overall team EXP disadvantage, and that's not something.
Odin's gonna get an Orchid onto the Snapfire right here, and it looks like Shrimp definitely gonna go down. Odin on a mega kill streak right now. Very nice Orchid timing, going for an Ags next.
There are a few items that we can very naturally built here on Radiant, like Guardian Greaves for one. Lotus is actually pretty decent as well. Very good against Queen of Pain Orchid, very good against the Rupture, silences all over.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, it dispels actually a lot on GRIN. So any sort of dispels I think would work really great for Radiant here.
It looks like I think Obidog's looking for a blink since they have 2,200 gold saved up right now. Oh, bottom. We've got some people TPing in. They're looking onto this Bloodseeker here, who actually almost has a BKB fully completed before 20 minutes. That's going to be very strong. They're going to get the stun, though. Do they have enough damage? I think they do. They need just a few more clicks. They're going to get it. They're going to lose the Bloodseeker here in this bottom lane. And now Odin, he's on Gremlin right here. Oh my god, doesn't even use the Orchid. Just ults him right in the face. No Grave. But has to be a little careful. Ooh, nice heals from Roxy. Just a little bit to keep Odin going. And has a dive as well, so no other casualties.
So what items do we have on Wiener?
Oh, Dream and Cheddar Bear, they're actually destroying this jug here. The 4-step forward, Dream's got it very early on. Cheddar Bear now needs a stun. In just a few seconds, they're going to be able to get a hit off onto him. Cheddar Bear looking for the stun, gets him under the tower, but now there's rotations coming in through. They've got the blink away. Dream just might be the one left behind. They've got the ice. Oh my god, the ice path actually hits onto 2, and now they're turning off onto the Snapfire right here. The Orchid Burn might just be enough to kill him in time. Holy Shrimp. Are they going to deny him?
My hero.
They denied him, yeah.
Great deny. So this is a great recognition from Dire because they saw, what, 3 or 4 heroes in the bottom lane show on the map, and then they basically kind of looked at each other and said, there's one hero not here. Let's go and find him with our heavy burst. They're able to do a lot of damage to this jug, chase him down in time for the next Burrow Strike. It worked out very nicely. Now, a cool macro way to handle that situation, let's say that Radiant didn't TP bot, rather they just ran there. And and Dire assumed that they TP'd bot, so they're saying, okay, let's go to this portion of the map. Let's invade their triangle because we see 4 heroes bottom. They probably TP'd there. This would open up counterplay, potential counterplay, where you could TP and then, you know, they'll use spells on Jug. Jug gets a spin-off. You have heroes coming into the rescue. You get 2 free kills, turn that into some initiative on the mid lane or anywhere else. Or maybe even just get wards, offensive wards up, defensive wards up, depending on what kind of game it is. But anyway, enough of tangents. We are at around 19 minutes. There's only 2 tier 1 towers for the Dire right now. We expected this because their push is completely reliant on Jakiro right now. Is this fast enough for them? Or can they sustain their gold and EXP lead into, like, let's say 30-35 minutes? It's possible, it's just kind of hard because you're going to start feeling the pressure. You're going to start
they're just
feeling
going to pop the Rupture right here on this Jug. BKB should be getting popped by Lightning Wolf or something, but they're just going to lose this Jug here. Egg going to be popped down, going to reveal Holy Shrimp here. He's trying to run away. Is Orchid up? That Glimmer should be running out quite soon. Odin blinking in like a madman. Gonna get stunned up. Gonna get a bunch of damage onto him. Does he have any way to get out in time? He does not. BKB now popped on the Bloodseeker, looking for this Snapfire. They're gonna dive up this high ground or not. Decide that that's a little too far for them, and I think I agree with no ults left to pop. And a Sanking on the other side of the map, so...
Yeah, so Dire just had really great vision there. I mean, well, basically they know exactly where the Radiant team is, and they can kind of expect where they're going to be. They also have this great BKB timing on Bloodseeker, where they just feel invincible for however long Bloodseeker has BKB. So like, they're in their power spike right now. Really, what they have to concern themselves with is transitioning this to an end game, taking a fight, taking a Roche, taking towers, trying to win the game ASAP. I would love to see Meteor Hammer on the Dire. That would be epic.
Yeah, I think that's one of the items I'd like to see. I'd like to see either Odin or the Bloodseeker pick up an armor item. Oh, looks like Holy Shrimp's been caught again. Has that Glimmer. Does anyone actually have any dust? Nope. It looks like finally they picked up some dust and a sentry. They're going to get this Snapfire once again, and now this Jug's a little far forward. Just has this plain Wraithband phase Battle Fury. Very poor lad right now.
I will say that the 5 position dying there is completely worth it. You saw as soon as that happened, both of the side lanes started pushing out.
Yeah.
Because they committed like, what, 4 or 5 heroes to a kill in the triangle. It gave a lot of information that Radiant desperately needed at that time. So now they're starting the siege on the tier 2 tower.
Stun off the mark. They're not going to hit onto Lina right now, but they do get an Orchid. Cheddarbear has to be careful now behind enemy lines. Gonna get a Eul's that dodges out actually 2 spells right now. They need the stun away, but not going to get it. They're going to lose their offlaner here very deep into the tower. Nice Ice Path to help them disengage.
I didn't think they had to rush it too much.
Yeah.
They can maybe just slow siege with the Jakiro. Let the burden of initiation fall on the Radiant. Let them initiate into you, counter initiate with a epicenter, and destroy their team. That I personally think is a better way to handle that situation. But we can understand why they want to. They kind of just saw, you know, bright lights. They saw the money, and they're like, okay, if we take this fight here, we get the tier 2 and tier 3 damage, or maybe even the tier 3, or we get the tier 2 and Roche. So that's why I think they went for that play.
Yeah, Jakiro actually only just got the second point in Liquid Fire, so now their pushing should increase quite a bit. It looks like the Centaur is actually just going for the full pipe, not even... Oh, Dream gonna get caught out. The spin has been used, plus the Blink Stun. A nice 4-step away. Lightning Wolf now turning in, maybe looking to actually help out the team right here. A nice cookie in, but that's a Rupture and a Blood Right onto 3 right here. They're turning off onto... Oh my god. Lightning Wolf. Holy smokes, MKY now actually walks right back into the Macropyre right there. A huge ult from Odin. Sonic Wave hitting onto 2. They're going to get 4 heroes dead just for Dream right here. That's pause 4 for everyone, and now Arrow as well. Not sure what he's doing in here. Gonna get Yules up into the air from Cheddarbear. Do they have a stun available in 1? They're going to get it off onto them, and they're going to get a full team wipe. GRIN Swift dominating right now.
And this is something we did expect at the tracking phase. We did expect this huge fight. The side of the Radiant cannot take team fights 5-on-5. We already know this.
Yeah.
We know that they did try to go for a pick-off, but did they really have enough vision to know that that was a pickoff, because you saw that the entire team of the Dire kind of swooped in right after the initiation happened in kind of like a timely manner. Maybe one other thing is that maybe they just didn't have the damage to finish off that first hero.
It took them a
we started
while.
with the Centaur.
Yeah, that Force Staff from Dream was very nice to stall out the fight. He moved away from both the Centaur and the Jug, and Snapfire was just sitting there and it's like, I can't kill this Jakiro by myself.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this Dream 4.
He's actually just running into the Jug here. Nice Orchid. They're gonna pop the... Oh! No stun available here from Cheddar Bear, but that does mean that the Grave has been used. Probably wants to pop that Sandstorm sometime soon. Oh, they're gonna preset a sentry down. Cheddar Bear is under vision right now. They're gonna commit the Omni Slash plus the Snapfire hits. Now the Stampede as well. They're looking for maybe someone, but the Blink Dagger is being cancelled thanks to that Shadow Strike.
And so you'll see, like, even that Shadow Strike delays all initiation on the side of the side of the
Dream.
Reader.
Wow, going in. Ooh, my god. Now they're gonna get the Orchid off onto the Centaur right here, plus the Rupture onto Holy Shrimp. Just gonna TP out in time in the Grave. It's been used on the Snapfire. They're still... What the fuck? This Holy Shrimp actually didn't... He cancelled his TP, or was he bashed? I don't know which one happened, but he is not going anywhere, except back to the fountain a different way.
And so maybe they got a little bit overzealous.
Oh,
Because they... Oh, wow.
this is probably not overzealous, but they're definitely going to get Gremlin here. Easy snag for Odin. That was an Arcane Rune ult, so that's up in, wow, less than 30 seconds.
I'm going to say it. Assault Carriers is the item, and Axe is definitely not.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think AC, that's what I was going to bring up, but an armor item I think would have been great. AC would have helped them push. If you wanted to go defensive, Shiva's is also amazing on Quap, but AC is so good.
I would even go as far to say, Licky, that getting Ags on Queen of Pain is cringe.
But
They're
you can
just, like...
ult more.
Yeah, but but you don't need to. You don't need to.
What if your ult did damage to towers? How about that?
It's a 550 mana ability, sir.
680 damage to a tower, though. Think about it.
I've you know what? Actually, you've changed my mind. How many Dota players say that on a day-to-day basis?
If Quap ult did damage to towers, then Ags would be the greatest thing in the world, I think. But
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Even if it did, yeah, just like 100 damage. 100 damage to towers. Reduce cooldown. It would be so good.
the range is huge. I mean, you can just casually, like, chill and ult a tower or something.
And so, while we're here, it looks like this Roach is going to go down uncontested.
Oh yeah, they've got
well,
so much dots on this guy.
While we're on the subject, when do you think Ags is good? There is a right answer.
For Quap? I mean, I think it's just like a luxury item where you pick it up from Roche.
Sure. I would probably get it in games that I'm losing, though, if I expected the enemy team to win. Because it's a great cutting ability. It's a 40-second cooldown, clears almost the entire wave, if not the full wave. I think with the Veil, it does get the full wave, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. But it's a great clear ability. And so on a 40-second cooldown, if you're losing, it gets pretty cool. And then yes, if you're winning, it's a great luxury item for the pretty much that same reason. Also, you get all the added damage in fights.
Well, 560 damage. Yeah, I think you'd have to have, or like a Kai or something would help. And Kai Sanj is actually would be pretty decent on Quap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna get a stun plus a Hex. It looks like Gremlin's picked up that shard on Dazzle right now, but caught by the Ice Path right here, plus the Orchid. They're gonna lose this Dazzle very quickly. Now Obadog going in once again. Lightning Wolf should be perfectly fine since he has the Aegis right here. MKY now looking for someone here. Cheddar Bear, a huge Ice Path from Dream. He's catching off onto 2. This Jug, he's gonna go down. He's gonna pop that Omni Slash maybe to keep him alive for a little bit longer. They're gonna lose the Aegis. They're gonna lose Cheddar Bear as well, but this Rupture's still on the Jug right now. Now he's caught in between a lot of heroes. A nice stun from Obadog as well. Going for the backlines. Odin, he might be in trouble here. They're gonna pop the egg down plus the Sun Ray. Oh my god, the damage right here. They might be able to get the egg. Someone hit the egg. Someone hit the freaking egg. They're gonna get it. They're gonna get it down, but they're lost so many heroes, and now they're gonna lose the Centaur as well. An ultra kill for Lightning Wolf. He's got all the blood he wants right now. The blood of Grin overwhelming all over their tier 3. Oh man.
So Dire played that so much better. They kind of just let Radiant
buyback plus 4. They are standing super. Dream. Dream.
F in chat.
Dream. I have such an urge to all chat right now, but I'm not gonna do it.
And I will say, as a slight tip to Dream here, as a 4 Jakiro, it's obviously things are a little bit different. But if you're playing a 5 Jakiro, which I don't know what they're doing.
He's a 4. He's a 4. I think. Yeah, because Phoenix went 4 staff instead of anything like
Well, yeah.
pause 4 like.
Regardless, I would consider in this type of game where you know you have kind of like an earlier timing, to maybe consider maxing your E earlier than other abilities.
Yeah.
You can maybe even go like 2 points Q for the lane. Maybe a point Ice Path, max your Liquid Fire, max your Ice Path, and max your Q after. Because taking towers is going to feel a little bit better.
Oh my god.
Taking objectives
Jug's just getting obliterated right here. This Bloodseeker has a full Abyssal Blade. Jug stands absolutely no chance with just a Battle Fury SMI. And a Shard, so there's pure damage now whenever Bloodseeker is whacking you with the Blood Rage. I hear a Yule's going off. That means Cheddar Bear's up top looking for someone. Gremlin. He's got the Grave, but Cheddar Bear now right-clicking him has a stun as well. That's 2 heroes down. Actually TPing the Lina top with the Silver Edge. Looking for Cheddar Bear here. Oh my, I actually did not get the extra damage. Cheddar Bear now. Just gonna pop the Sandstorm, and it looks like they're losing mid for this.
Yep, there's too many heroes dead for Radiant to initiate. Radiant's gonna feel very pressured to initiate, but they should not. They definitely should not. Well, there's a BKB, that's free.
That's possibly an opening here. They still do have the Omni, and now Jug's gonna TP into a lot of people. The stun's gonna go off onto the Bloodseeker right here. There is no BKB. They're gonna pop the egg as well. Someone's gonna have to hit onto it right now. Looks like the Lino will be able to. A nice Ice Path, but that's not enough. They're able to claim Roxy Roro here, and possibly someone else. Cheddar Bear is gonna use up the Jug, but now they have a clean escape if they keep on running, which they should.
Dire has a Roche, right? They have Aegis.
No, Aegis is gone. It was lost in the last high ground push.
You're right. Woo-wee.
They're just gonna go up to this high ground right here. They're gonna get this silence off onto this Centaur right here, but the Omni in the backline is gonna take out the Bloodseeker. That's a whole lot of their damage right here. Now Odin has to be careful to blink away. Oh my god, just in time. Now Cheddar Bear, he's gonna get stunned up under the sentry board. They're gonna lose the Sand King right here. And now things are looking rough for Swift right here. Odin's gonna get a huge ult off, hitting off onto 3 and follow up Ice Path. Nice spell usage, Odin. Odin, what are you doing? Oh my god.
Gremlin is the manliest Dazzle I've ever seen in my entire life.
Don't do this to me, Dream. Here it is, the 4-staff TP away. Oh no, he didn't TP. Oh no, he's gonna go down.
Holy shrimp!
And now...
Got him, and the Phoenix TP'd in.
Dream is not happy that he's there. Odin's actually only died once. Oh, they're gonna lose Roxy, potentially. No dive. Arrow? Phoenix? Phoenix is just dead. Yeah. And this is the turn. The potential turn.
This is the turn. This was the story we were looking for. We know that we have a good 15 to 25 minute mark on the side of the Dire, but they have to start trying to win the game, and they did. I mean, and they're oh my god, they didn't even get the melee racks mid. I thought they did.
Oh, it was piped, so Dream was basically doing like no damage with Liquid Fire.
Incredible itemization.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now we are approaching, if not, well, I'll say we'll probably be closer to that window as soon as we have the Scotty on Juggernaut.
Definitely, yeah.
And then maybe like an Ags after that, and he's going to be a lot stronger. Maybe even a BKB on Juggernaut, honestly. I wouldn't mind that at all.
Yeah, I think so. That would be pretty good. The Lina's actually going Lincolns. Let's see. Centaur is going for that Halberd, Dazzle, just hoping for a Yule, Snapfire. Looks like Lotus, so someone's getting that Lotus. Phoenix going for the Eon Disc. Oh, they're going to get the stun off onto Bloodseeker right here. He does have the BKB, but he is hexed up right now. Will be forced to use it and run away, so... Another free BKB usage, but they're going to get the ult off onto Arrow here, and they're going to be able to TP away in time. Now Stampede used to disengage on everyone else. Cheddar Bear going to get the stun off onto the Juggernaut right here. No, nice hex from Gremlin. Going to keep this the Sand King under a little bit longer. He's going to use himself up into the air. They're going to pop the egg as well. It looks like they're going to lose the Centaur here. So 2 heroes gone. Can they get more? Holy shrimp. Now running away. Going to Glimmer dodge into the trees, but they know. Odin knows he's looking for him. Oh, he's going to juke back in. They see him. Blood right as well, giving vision.
Shrimp.
Odin's gonna wait. What the? Where did Odin blink to? Oh, he's all the way over there. This is space created. They're not pushing. They're gonna drop a sentry down, and all 5 heroes are gonna kill the Snapfire. And the wave, it's nowhere to be seen. All the way back here.
Yikes! And that is why you don't pursue a 5-position hero with 5 heroes while you're trying to win the game.
Roche might come up in just 46 seconds, so there's that. But Arrow does get a tier 2 for this, so not actually the worst fight that Overwhelming has taken this game.
But yeah, they're gonna charge down mid. It looks like they are kind of salty about not getting that Rax. But we do have timers coming up. Centaur's about to be up. Snapfire's coming up fairly soon. By the way they're posturing on the side of the Dire, they really want to maintain their pressure. But maybe they're a little bit too used to winning with their lineup that they might make an overextension into. Now we know that, you know, Radiant's getting a little bit stronger. They're
looking for this jug here. They're gonna pop. Oh my god, they've got a lot of damage. The Orchid Burn isn't enough. MKY. Oh, there's other heroes in the area though. They're gonna be able to take out this jug. I don't know. Well, I mean, I think you have to go SNY this game, right? There's so many stuns, but Anta would have been possibly it.
I think both have merit. I think
they have no creeps, so they're actually on this high ground without Jakiro and without creeps. Jakiro's currently chilling in the bottom lane. Backdoor is gone now, though, so they should finally get this.
I think I like Manta this game.
I think because the Orchid, yeah. Oh, Rupture blocked by
Orchid, for the Orchid, you can push lanes out a little bit easier.
Spirits, I think, as well. Jakiro spells.
You destroy pretty much what, half the spells on the Dire's team. I think it's our.
I think if they had a few more stuns, SNY would be better, but it's mostly just the Sand King stun. They've got the Gluttmere off onto 2 right here. Ooh, a nice stun from Cheddaber. They're gonna catch him near the grave though, keeping him alive for a little bit longer, plus the BKB, the egg, in a very good place to keep them away. Obi-Dog didn't get the memo, is actually running in right now. Huge egg, plus the stun. Oh, the Centaur's gone. Lightning Wolf kind of low. Roxy Roar has to be careful, taking quite a bit of tower hits. They're gonna pop the fort as well. Dream, what are you doing? Not this again. Back it up. The Obs Ward actually placed under the tower, so it's going to get removed. Odin again. I like that Glypnir pickup. Very cool.
And these catapults are falling. This push, I would say, is pretty much disarmed. We saw a little bit of miscommunication on the side of the Radiant. We had Centaur with a crazy good counter initiation, but unfortunately no follow-up. It's kind of hard for Lina and Juggernaut to get there if they're not already positioned, and I think everyone was playing very passive at that point.
Yeah.
But I mean, the more time that passes, I would say this game probably favors Radiant. Now we do have maybe a little bit more MMR on the side of the Dire, but their heroes I do not think scale as good as we have Radiant scaling.
I think it's gonna be this Aegis and then this also Scotty timing on the Bloodseeker. I think that's gonna be their probably biggest timing overall in this game. And then after that, it's gonna start to level out, but they're still really strong here. Odin gonna get Hex up. They're not gonna be able to kill this Jug in the duration of that Orchid, but they are looking around for him. Oh, the Sonic Wave is not on the mark. Cheddabear now looking for someone else. They've got the Dazzle here. Does have the Grave available to keep himself alive for a little bit longer. Will not use it, actually. Wasn't sure exactly where to go. Now they're gonna pop the Snapfire out there, looking for Cheddabear. They actually might just get him. Gonna Eul's himself up into the air. Now Arrow looking for Dream here. He's got plenty of damage with the crits. Again, the Rupture blocked by the Lincoln's Dream. Juking away, trying to get someone here. Lightning Wolf gonna pop the BKB, but the Omni Slash, it's being used on him completely. Now they're gonna pass it around. The Scotty's slow. It's enough. They're able to take out this Bloodseeker here as well.
This
and now
is huge.
the Centaur ult forward. They're looking for these two, Roxy Roar, or do they just go for Roche? Odin has to be careful. He has barely any mana available. Arrow. Oh, the Gluttmere hits onto him. But they should be able to get Roche now here. They've got the Snapfire, little Shredder as well. Plenty of minus armor. They're going to get the Aegis and the Shard. And like you said, huge for GRIN Overwhelming.
I would say Dire really needed this Roche to maintain the foothold they had this far. Like, this would have given them like a little bit extra power for this next push, for the second and maybe even third racks. But they lost that. They lost pretty much all momentum at this point, and the momentum is now favoring Radiant because they got this huge power spike. They have Aghanim's coming right now on the Juggernaut. They have Aegis. They have Axe Shard. Who do they give Axe Shard to?
Oh, Jug got it for his spin.
Oh yeah, that's definitely necessary.
Yeah. With the Scotty hits as well. That's a lot of extra damage and slow coming out from this Jug.
For sure, for sure. And yeah, it looks like they feel good enough to be pushing racks here. They do have Healing Ward, which is great. But yeah, I think Centaur has to be in position to punish that sort of overextension. This is another problem with having only one person with the weight of initiation.
Looks like they're just chilling for now. I mean, they actually have Lena's Illusions pushing bottom, so... I mean, I think GRIN Overwhelming also has done a really good job about their waves from like 18 minutes onwards. Because like before that, they were a little lax on wave control, but then they really, I think, spoke, like everyone on the team's like, we need to really keep these waves shoved down, and they've got it together. It looks like there's a double smoke though. This is bound to be a large engagement here, unless MKY is just gonna spin, get away. Hopefully nobody blinks in here. As I say that, Odin goes in like a fucking madman, gonna get stunned up here. That's a huge Centaur stun. He's gonna hit off onto 3 right here. They're gonna lose Odin. That's no buyback on him. Lightning Wolf now looking for this Lena right here. Dude, they need to get this egg down right now. Lena, they're gonna pop that Silver Edge. Shedderbear gonna get the ult off in time, but they're all dead. They're going down. This egg as well. It's gonna pop at the very last second, but Roxy Roro still has to be careful. They're gonna get the Rupture out as well, but Dream now fighting against 4 different heroes. Ice Path not enough to keep him alive. Double Force Staff's gonna keep this double-headed dragon away. Plus the Psychic Headband. Dream. He's running, but he's gonna go down. The Ice Path gonna hit onto 2, but that's not enough. They bought back on the Sand King right here. So they've got 3
still
heroes.
Have Aegis.
Yeah, they killed nobody in that engagement on the side of Grin Swift.
We see buyback on Sinking. I
No
don't think they
ults.
can defend this. There's 6 lives right now on Radiant, and this is their time of the game.
Oh,
and you see
dog.
Centaur just blinking on high ground all willy-nilly because that's how strong they feel right now.
Shedderbear
All of the momentum.
has to get a Sandstorm down now or never. I don't know about jumping in like that. That's definitely questionable. Under a Sentry Ward right here, the Sand King's gonna go down. That's gonna be the dieback here on the Sand King with 1 more hit, and they get it. And now it's a 3v5.
Oh, that was a... Alright, we got buyback on Queen of Pain, but that's still not enough. We still have Aegis, we still have Healing Ward.
Oh, they're looking for the Dazzle right here. Gremlin just might be a casualty, but he has Graves, so it's a huge commitment if they want to use it here. He's going to TP away. Gremlin's fine. Gremlin is perfectly okay, and they're fighting, getting these top racks, so that's 2 lanes of racks for literally no deaths at all. I'm sure off onto MKY, but this is an Aegis Jug for another 2 minutes. They're gonna pop this BKB as well, but the Omni Slash is going in off onto... Oh my god, he actually traded it over to his Bloodseeker right here. They're gonna pop the... Oh, please, keep running, Lightning Wolf, you're so close. Oh, the Snapfire hits. Holy shrimp, you... freaking god. Now Odin, he's gonna die back here potentially. He has to blink away in time. He's gonna get it away. Now Dream got the Lotus Orb on him. Again, getting huge Ice Paths, which managed to get Odin out of there in time. Arrow, he's looking for this double-headed dragon. He's gonna get him with another hit. The Silver-Edged crits. It's so much physical damage. The wave, it's a little far back. They're gonna have to pick it up.
Look at Gremlin. Look at Gremlin. He's coming in, getting that wave under control.
Oh, I hear an Orchid. Jug actually might be in trouble. The ult. Oh, Odin. It was not like, whoa, that's a huge dive from Phoenix right there. Now Arrow has to be a little bit careful. They don't want to go too far forward. Now this Phoenix has no dive available. The Eon Disc though will proc, dispelling
They gotta focus here.
everything.
They could have ended the game by now, but they just have to focus. Everything feels very fragmented right now.
They're gonna get
so
the
they are
Megas
going for
though.
this last max.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna get the Megas for sure.
The safe play. They can hang around if they want, I think, with this Bloodseeker still dead, but they might just go for the back out, farm a few items, chill.
And honestly, that's a fine way to play at this point. So they could have ended for sure if they had all just kind of focused, realized, oh wait, they have no heroes, we have Aegis, we have Healing Ward, we can end. But I think at this point in the game, unless there's some severe throws on Radiant, they pretty much have the game unlocked.
Those are some amazing items picked up for the side of GRIN Overwhelming, Witchbane.
Ooh, Witchbane. Ooh, so good this game.
The Dispel, the mana damage as well. They've got the Spell Prism and then the Stormcrafter. I think all of those are top tier items for them.
You know what else is top tier? Your casting. I was waiting to say it all game. Like, you're doing a great job.
You know what I think is top tier? Your analysis, Pit.
Oh. I was gonna say the same thing. In fact, the only reason I said that was for you, was to prompt you telling me that.
You know me so well.
Yes. All right, so I think Radiant just have to be a little bit careful, very procedural in how they close out this game. I think the overall clear against make is pretty okay on the side of the Dire. It's not great by any means, but it is okay.
Yeah, they got the Jakiro, the Bloodseeker. I mean, honestly, it's just like the fact that now they're just stuck in their base and they're like team fight. They can't really seem to hold anyone in one place long enough for them to actually die. Oh, also, Centaur, living up to the team name, has an overwhelming blink right now. So, what a player.
Hey, I like it. I think I would probably have liked maybe a Lincoln's on someone to place on Jug. That would be cool.
The Lina has one, but probably not going to be putting it on the Jug much.
Yeah. I think on an... It's a very expensive item, and it's very weird. I mean, maybe even a Lotus is fine.
Lotus is
actually,
there on Shrimp.
Let's just say Lotus.
Lotus
yeah,
has
I mean, more than one.
Yeah. I think the Dazzle could potentially get one over... Well, the Dispel on Ags is actually really cool, so... that might be worth more. Plus a little more heal.
So yeah, I mean, we have a DD on Lina. They're kind of playing a little bit cheeky here, going into the base with the Lina.
Spider legs as well. I hope the
don't
Lina
have
puts
Aegis.
the Lincolns back in. That would be cool.
They don't have Aegis, but they are very strong.
Yeah, there's
And they're
only
gonna start sieging.
3 buybacks. Bloodseeker, Jakiro, and Phoenix right now. Gremlin will get his in just 3 seconds. Look at... Oh my god, nice 4-step in. Slick play from Roxy, but they're not going to be able to catch him.
They're just kind of pushing it. Very slow, very methodical. Still have a... Actually, Roche is coming up. Is it not?
That's a quick spawn, or at least the May respawn feels kind of quick. 5 seconds, and potentially up.
So yeah, they can basically decide to...
1 minute 13.
Maybe, they can maybe starve. Dire, wait for next Aegis. That is one way to play. They can also just push all the waves in and try and end the game. A little bit riskier, but we can understand if that's something I want to do.
Yeah, they have all their neutral items. I would love to see someone with the Spell Prism. Maybe Shrimp, since he has the Quickening Charm. And the Witchbane
has to go on Dazzle or someone. I think that item is crazy.
I think you can put it on the Lina. For the amount of times you hit, like, the damage that you're dealing is insane. Like, any, like, small amounts of damage. That's why, like, Chrysalis Lina is insane. Like,
Yeah,
I think
but it
you
also saves every hero on the team. Dazzle can save himself also against the Orchid.
Oh, he's got the Stormcrafter. So I think if you put the
you're right.
Stormcrafter on Dazzle and then put the Witchbane on Lina, Lina can either, like, dispel herself or dispel... I don't know what you would really dispel on the enemy team. Maybe the... Does Eontis get dispelled by Witchbane? Let's see.
I have no idea.
Yeah, Nullifier is only a basic dispel, so Witchbane would work on the Eon Disc, so I think that would actually be the play for Lina, just picking up that Witchbane.
Sure, I like it. I do like, it's hard because I do like the, we see a lot of use from these spider legs.
Yeah.
Like to hit towers, to just be a nuisance.
Oh, Aegis.
Alright, Roche got it out.
Refresher shards, so no free Ags for anyone here, but that's pretty good for really anyone except the Dazzle, I guess. Doesn't want the refresher, but...
Double grave, bro? Double save.
Double poison touch? Let's go.
Double poison touch? Oh, that's like an RP pretty much.
So, who do they just put the shard on? Is that... Looks like they're going to give it to the Snapfire here, who went the Mourniver's Kisses launch. So that's a ton of damage, unless they just... They gave it to the Centaur. Okay, that's still pretty good. Double hoof stumps, insane.
Remember when that one team at TI, that one team of professional, serious players left Aegis in the pit?
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was pretty... Was it not, like, OG or something?
Was it OG? No, it was probably another team, I think. I don't remember who it was, but
I feel
all
like
remember is
OG
those are
did
professional
do it,
players.
but yeah, they straight up just left the Aegis in the pit because I saw the, oh my god, Obadog now going in, nice blink away. Cheddar Bear on the menu here, they're gonna go for this. Oh, they've got the refresher shard popped already. Cheddar Bear now trying to pump up that ult, going for someone here. Lots of heroes in this base right here. Oh my god, keep the Sand King alive, they can't. Nice Ice Path, gonna catch onto 2 right here. They're looking for this Dazzle here. Gremlin gonna have to grave himself to keep him alive, and now the Jug plus the Snapfire, they're tearing this egg apart. He's going down. The buyback here from Roxy. Now Odin, Ice Path again. They've lost the Aegis here. The heroes are getting kind of low, but the creeps are destroying these tier 4s. 1 has gone down right here. 2 have gone down. Gremlin, he's gonna purge himself up into the air, and now MKY realizes that if I just hit the Ancient, we can just win the game. They're gonna get the 4-step away on this Bloodseeker right here. He's gonna pop the spin. MKY focusing down the Ancient. Do they have anything to take him down? Arrow's actually going off onto Bloodseeker, but they're gonna get the game. GRIN overwhelming against all odds. Gonna come back and take game 1 of this best of 2.
They did it. They survived the 30-minute onslaught.
GRIN.
Took a fight outside of their base with great vision, and then the game just started snowballing in the direction ever since that point. And so that's game 1. Now, the thing that interests me here is how is their drafting, how is their playing gonna change? Is Swift gonna realize, okay, maybe we have to, you know, be a little bit more, I don't know, oriented in the laning phase, they were very oriented, by the way, very team oriented, but maybe they just need to focus towers more, play towers as objectives more, play Roche as an objective more, in the early game, because they had this crazy lead, but we only saw a few towers taken from it. But yeah, very interesting. And is Overwhelming going to change their style as well? These are some questions that we'll probably see answered in the next game. We will see answered in the next game.
I should hope so. I think Swift, honestly, I feel like it was like itemization which kind of shot them in the foot. Like you pointed out, like the Ags, I think they went a little too like I think they were a little too sure of themselves that they could end the game there. Like, I think if this Bloodseeker went for, like, an AC or the Quap did, and we really never, I think, felt like the power of the Sand King. Partially, I think, the skill build, partially because, like, it felt like most of their moves were made without the Sand King. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. You could make also the same point for Overwhelming. I did feel a lack of both of the 3 positions on each
definitely
team in the game. I think they should have played more with the Jakiro, or they did play with the Jakiro, but I mean, like, you should have just kind of stuck around a few more times and just pushed with the free liquid fire on Jakiro. It's a very great way of sieging towers, and it's free. Like, if you don't get the spell amp talent, if you get the attack range talent, you're never in trouble, pretty much. You just kind of like step up, press your liquid fire, and you're sieging. It's very easy. But yeah, AC would have made sense on Queen of Pain. BKB would have made sense on Queen of Pain. I actually have nothing wrong with the Bloodseeker build. I think straight BKB that game makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But I feel like we never had a great use of that BKB. Like, it was either used at the end of fights or used like preemptively, expecting a big fight. But I think all they really needed to do was just use. Looking at their team, what they used to siege is their Jakiro. So I think they just play more around the Jakiro, siege towers very calmly. Don't try and jump at people. Just let the enemy team initiate into you. And I think the game would have went a little bit more smoothly with them. I will reiterate that any sort of help on their team to push towers, not putting pretty much all the weight of pushing on Jakiro would have helped them too. So maybe with their lineup, we mentioned the AC, maybe Meteor Hammer on Phoenix or something would have been cool. I would have loved that. I would have lost my mind if I had seen that. I'd have been like, this Phoenix is the best player I've ever seen in my entire life. Because I think, this isn't related as to why I'm saying Meteor Hammer, but I think you can dive Meteor Hammer, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, you can dive in Meteor Hammer. I've done it before. It's pretty fun.
But yeah, that's just one neat functionality we would have seen, but really it would have just helped their push a lot more.
For sure. Well, we have a little bit of time before game 2, so we're going to take a short break. But we'll be back very soon to break down Game 2 of the long-awaited GRIN Bowl. And we're back into the draft of Game 2 of the GRIN Bowl. GRIN Overwhelming versus GRIN Swift AD2L Season 33. And I'm still joined by Pip here to provide all the analysis. Holy shit, I can't talk. And
I thought you were
everything for
college
the draft.
educated, Licky. What the hell is this?
Sorry, there's no pronunciation class in college. Or at least I missed it, I don't know.
It was after orientation, Licky.
I skipped it. I thought I had all my words down. But...
No.
Oh, Dazzle again. They're set on this Gremlin Dazzle, I guess. Is Gremlin drafted? He is the captain, so I wonder.
Yeah, I think Gremlin is the captain.
And Odin's also
honestly,
the captain for GRIN Swift, so that's very interesting.
10 seconds.
Very cool. Because I think we usually see Dream as captain, right?
Dream was captain for Reavers for the glory days, if you will.
The glory days. I see, I see. But yeah, I think the Dazzle was pretty okay that game. They just needed to kind of calm down during laning phase, because remember, Dazzle is really good at responding and kind of making plays to overextensions. Not really good at facilitating things unless, you know, you're playing Vision really well.
Yeah.
At this bracket, I don't think the Vision play is going to be too great. So I think what I would kind of recommend to him, Gremlin, to do here is just kind of calm down. If lane's not going so well, just find another way to create value. Play swords, make stacks, secure runes. You don't necessarily have to gank mid. You can maybe gank bot even. That's totally fine. Just make sure you're generating value in some other way. Or maybe even taking mid while mid goes and does something else. These are all options. So GRIN Swift, very strong open. I like this open. And they changed Grimstroke so that his Inkswell...
His E is back to what it used to
It's
be.
back.
Instead
Oh
of being
my
4
God.
seconds, which is horrendously bad, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, it's a due change, but I love how they just changed it and then changed it back after TI.
Yeah, IceFrog was
When-
like, wait a second, this is horrendous. I should not have
When
done
the
this.
IceFrog saw someone TP after Inkswell was on someone, he was like, oh, maybe a little underwhelming here. Sniper.
I honestly
garbage.
don't know what they're gonna do with this hero right here, but that seems honestly, if they didn't pick this axe on GRIN Swift, which I'm a little, I guess they picked it into Dazzle, but I think a Night Stalker would have been super cool against GRIN Overwhelming. I feel like just destroying this Dazzle. Sniper also does not like being jumped upon. It would be pretty cool.
I mean, even like a Centaur would have been frightening as hell this
Yeah.
game. Just stampeding onto the Sniper. I think the X is fine though.
It's
I mean,
it's
a
like
fun-
okay. I don't have any like
Yeah.
issues with it. I just think like that. I feel like it's so reliant on getting like if they pick a bunch of ranged heroes for overwhelming, getting that like great call is gonna be difficult. And if
That's
you've
true.
got this sniper hitting onto you, like yeah, you're gonna get extra spins, but if you don't play like at a much faster pace, the sniper's just gonna shred you with like just like a casual like satanic or something. Just doesn't really care about any like blade mail that Axe is gonna be outputting.
That is true. Yeah, Axe is great against melee heroes. But if you're playing against a ranged team, like you just noted, you're pretty much playing like a Legion Commander. It is BKB piercing, it is low cooldown, which is really cool. But how often are you really going to get calls on more than one person? Not that often. Just because people are going to be more spread out.
Yeah.
But I do think like a Grimstroke Axe lane is very spooky. However, if Sniper is maxing, let's say like range in that kind of lane, I think he'll be just fine. Especially if he goes like probably like phase boots first this game, or something crazy like that. I think it would be fine. He could just run away.
Yeah, I hope they just don't run a 4 sniper, because Dazzle Sniper seems like possibly my least favorite support duo to ever exist, besides like Sniper Techies or something like that.
Techies is not banned.
It is not banned. Odin said he would pick it in the lobby, and I think if he does, Grinswift just loses the game, but it would be a power move. I have to admit that.
Well, if he plays mid Techies, he has to stack Ancients for himself, or else he's not playing it right.
You could get Grim to stack it, maybe.
Yeah. I just remember I once saw like a Techies play mid and just put a mine mid and then stack Ancients and then
I
put
feel
a
like
mine
I
mid.
was in that game with you.
Well, I thought it was awesome. I loved it. I don't remember if that was exactly my emotion, but I think I was kind of yelling at everyone. I said, block the Ancients or something.
I think we just
like that.
blocked the Ancients though, and then he just didn't
Oh,
know
yeah.
what to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
We invaded Ancients
Yeah.
and yeah, just killed him or something, and then he was really sad. I remember that.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was
A lot of
wild
strong-
though for the first 8 minutes of that game, I think.
Yeah, I do remember that. It was wild. A lot of strong heroes on GRIN right now. Again, we're kind of in this limbo of not really having a great roamer on either team. These are two fairly passive, or sorry, non-roamer supports on GRIN Swift. However, they are strong laners, so they're more focused on lanes on Grin Swift. Very hard to speak. You ever get that, Licky?
Yeah, you were mocking the fact that I missed pronunciation 101, but I think you might have missed it entirely as well.
Ah, you're right. You're right. So we have a Sniper Dazzle opening phase, which I would say like Dazzle's an okay hero. Sniper. One cool thing that we do have going for us is that Shrapnel is going to be pretty cool this game. We don't really have. I mean, we don't have any like facilitator, initiator type of supports on Grid Swift, no sort of roamer. So these heroes are just going to be walking under a shrapnel, getting absolutely shredded. I see Axe and Ogre as kind of clunky melee heroes as well that are going to get shredded by shrapnel. Shredded by shrapnel.
Oh, you're so fun.
Death Prophet, I love it. Great pick. We have melee counselors on Grin Swift. Makes our AoE silence ability really great. We have 2 melee strength heroes. That means Siphon's going to be great. Great for a tower push. Another ranged hero, which means Axe is less effective. Very cool. The one thing that isn't cool is that Death Prophet being a caster, Grimstroke is going to be very happy with casting ult on the Death Prophet and silencing. However, Death Prophet is still very tanky. Or very hard to, let's say, fight into.
Okay.
Dragon Knight is probably going to be an offlane, right? Unless they're planning on running the Sniper 4.
I think so.
I mean, actually, how would they even do that? Yeah, so I think it's going to be an offlane Dragon Knight.
10 seconds.
I think so as well. It would be, I think, kind of interesting if they went.
5 seconds.
But what are they planning on pairing with that Dragon Knight? Are they going to play the lane just kind of like to tank it out? Are they going to try and get kill potential with the huge stun on Dragon Knight? We have Windrunner here. I think that's
Let's go.
Yeah, I think that's a fairly decent pick here. It's going to be kind of hard against the Dazzle. However, the cool thing about Windrunner is even if you don't burst someone, let's say Dazzle gets the Grave off, you can put all these attacks in, get them really low, and then just run at them again, and your ult's still going to be on them.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. And I think Windrunner is actually great at executing heroes as well. So we talked about Axe being kind of not the greatest pick in this game against so many ranged heroes because he's not really great at catching heroes because he's kind of like a clunky melee hero. Windrunner is good at catching these heroes. We can also say that the Wind Run against Sniper is really, really good. So yeah, I like it.
10 seconds remaining.
What do you think, Licky?
I think I have to agree with that. I do like the GRIN pick, and I've seen Odin. Not the GRIN pick. What am I saying? The Wind pick. There we go. And I've seen Odin do a lot with it. I am liking the Axe a little more with like what they're building around it. I'm curious to what they're gonna put on Lightning Wolf. Overwhelming's team just seems really weird. Like I just don't know what they're doing. This DP, I think, has to be mid. Offlane DP just doesn't feel as good anymore. DK's not as strong of a hero as well. Sniper, I mean, we've already touched on the Sniper. Dazzle is a do-nothing support, so I think Overwhelming really has to pull something out of nowhere with this last pick that they have. And they don't have last pick overall, so it's not like they have something like Gotcha, which will completely, like, blow Swift out of the water. They are picking first, and I think they have a whopping 1 stun right now with their Dragon Knight. I think, what do they need literally everything. They need like just a hard carry that can like win them the game.
So I would say Undying is the pick here, and I'll explain why.
For Overwhelming?
They have
Yes. Oh wait, Sniper could be their one. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna assume the Sniper is their one. So I would say Undying is their 4, and the reason that is because they have these incredible push heroes, and Sniper's gonna hit this crazy timing at like 20 to 22 minutes, let's say. I might be slightly off because Sniper 1 is kind of like a new thing. But they have Death Prophet, Exorcism, Dragon Knight, Dragon Form push. Very, very heavy push lane of Dazzle to sustain these pushes as well. Sniper hitting this huge timing. You can also siege with, if you have vision of the high ground. The reason I say Undying is because number one, great against these strength heroes on GRIN Swift, but number two, more importantly, he's great at sustain for these pushes, and his Tombstone gives a huge amount of vision for you to push with. This is really going to help the Dragon Knight and the Death Prophet in pushing, and even the Sniper.
Well, that's not an Undying.
So that's not Undying. However, it's kind of like a save support, and maybe it will be okay. And it also is a ranged hero, which I definitely
lane.
like.
Yeah, there's vision with the wave. Like you said, the save is kind of nice. GRIN Swift picking very quickly. PL, ooh.
Select your hero.
So we're seeing a little bit of a swap from last game. So last game, GRIN Overwhelming played this kind of like, if you don't win at X minutes, we will win. Now, and then, you know, GRIN Swift has this draft of, we're going to be crazy strong, but if we don't win, we lose. So it's kind of switched here, where GRIN Overwhelming now has the burden of ending the game. They have, you know, the Dragon Knight, the Death Prophet. The Sniper is great at high ground defense. Like I said, I think the Sniper is kind of a weird pick, but we can definitely work around it here. You have these clunky melee heroes on GRIN Swift, but Windrunner running Sniper down, that feels like that's going to happen a lot this game. I feel like it's a very hard Sniper game.
I don't know if they're going to do it, but the offlaner from last game, Cheddar Bear, is currently playing Grim. I kinda honestly hope that they go pause 3 Grim just for the fun of it. I don't think they're going to. I think they may have just swapped roles here, but
not bad.
I think that would be really fun for them here, and that's a lot of damage. Yeah.
I think that's not bad. It's good deep push. You have a great way of initiating in the lane. You get an axe on the side. Put the Inkswell on him, axe just runs straight at you into a double stun, all this damage from Grim. I don't think it's that bad.
I would be excited
plus
to
you can
see
push, that's the hero that can push the Sniper out of lane if you have like levels and, you know, a lot of regen on him. Because you have all this huge amount of damage with a range that can match Sniper.
Let's see.
So that would be cool if we see it.
Oh. Has to stay. No, it looks like Dream's got the Quelling Blade, so it's gonna be a pause 3 axe. Unfortunate. My dreams are shattered. What do you think about this PL pick? I know the hero isn't very strong right now. I feel like there's stronger carries out there, but Overwhelming also doesn't have a lot to deal with a PL.
I think they have zero answers.
Yeah.
I think that Sniper is good at defending high ground against PL, because you can kind of just lay into him as he's trying to siege. It's kind of hard for them to siege with their team. They'll probably have to do it with Windrunner, using ultimate, which is kind of not the position you want to be in as a mid Windrunner. You usually want to have your ultimate available to kill heroes, not to be pushing.
Oh, they're gonna find... Looks like Holy Shrimp here is gonna be the one caught out. MKY was just chilling there for a second, but... Nice snag. Odin with the first blood.
Now let's look at this axe build. I want to see it.
It's got the Ring of Protection. Pretty good.
So it is a...
Yeah, it is pause
so
3
it's a
axe.
core.
Yeah, because he had the Quelling Blade starting out, so...
Darn.
Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Oh,
And so, yeah,
the
the reason I was actually a big fan of the Grim as a core is because you're able to deep push against this heavy push team. So,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Gremlin is going to be in a bit of trouble here. There is a Spirit Lance available. They're going to have to hit off onto this Venge here. Now, Obidog going to come in with that Breathe Fire. Not able actually to kill off Dream just yet. The Quacks are going off onto this Ogre here, but they're not going to be able to get him out. A Salve also committed, but Dream is now currently on the wrong side of the map. And Cheddar Bear went in with an Inkswell, so he's going to have to fight it up a bit. And now where's Dream? TPing in. He's gonna be there in time for the wave, so I don't think anyone is gonna lose out on any CS to start off.
And so a big part of this lane for Dire is that you really want to have the lane closer to your tower if you're Axe and Grimstroke, so you have more potential to go onto the Sniper. Because killing the Sniper under tower is a little bit hard in this lane, especially when you have potential save from Dazzle or Venge. So in the mid lane, I'm not sure how this matchup is really supposed to go. I'm pretty sure it's fairly even. Both have a nuke, both have ways of trading. But I do think that the Death Prophet spike at level 6 is enough to kill Windrunner and push towers. So we should be maybe seeing pressure to do that.
To ban someone super quick from chat because they were doing the weird advertising, but we're back.
Oh, I was thinking it.
Oh. Dream got the Inkswell on him right now. Is going for Shrimp right here. Has to be careful. Has the Battle Hunger as well. They're probably going to lose this Dazzle again. Name something more iconic than Dazzle dying like a bunch of times in early game.
Yeah, that seems to be a theme for GRIN Overwhelming here. But yeah, so they really have to play very safe in that lane with the Sniper because there's a lot of kill potential with Axe and an Inkswell.
Up top, Gremlin. I don't know what he's doing here. He's trying to fight into this Ogre, but oof. Definitely can't do that. There's lots of dots. Even the Dragon Knight has to be a little careful until there's more points in Dragon's Blood.
Yeah, so we made this remark during draft. We feel like GRIN Swift just has stronger heroes in general. And GRIN Overwhelming has kind of a weird lineup, a little bit weaker heroes, but they do have seemingly an objective to win the game early. This we know. So with that kind of team, laning does matter a little bit, but it doesn't really determine the game. As soon as you start grouping and pushing, that's going to determine the game basically. Not saying that laning doesn't matter at all, but I would say their abilities matter more.
Definitely, yeah. Mid so far, pretty much even in terms of last hits. Odin's got a few more denies, but I think it's pretty much what they expected it to be. I believe Odin picked into the DP from what I remember, so this wind was picked afterwards.
Which I still think is fine because...
Totally missed a kill as Cheddar goes down bottom. Dream has to be a little careful.
That's actually a great kill. Great kill for them.
Shrimp now looking for a courier, but definitely should not go for it. Ooh, gets the Battle Hunger removed very quickly.
I just think Windrunner is the perfect hero to run Sniper down and just be a constant
Definitely.
threat. I don't think Axe does that job.
Oh my god, Dream's getting quacked so much. He actually might just die to the poison. Nope. Ooh, if that reapplied, he would have been dead, but he's gonna be able to walk away.
Any point shrapnel? Can we do a little checkaroo here?
No point shrapnel. Went 0-2-2.
I think one value point in shrapnel is very necessary in
Yeah.
every MMR under 8K.
I think so, yeah. Dream has to be careful. That take aim gives you 100% headshot chance, so that's why he got peeped a million times. Super annoying.
And yeah, so we look at where the Sniper is in this lane. This makes me very anxious.
He is very far up.
Oh, so much anxiety. Oh.
Shrimp isn't actually pulling the lane as well, so it's gonna get slightly better in terms of equilibrium for MKY, but still pretty darn far up for a Sniper.
Yep, they just have to play like what Dazzle's doing right now. Giving me the heebie-jeebies. But let's actually look what Grim's doing. Grim, taking my advice, seemingly, and just kind of making stacks, chilling. The wave is in a good spot. You don't
go
really
for
have
both.
to force anything.
Go for both.
All right, didn't go for both. Okay, we're gonna knock a few points out. We're gonna knock it from an A+ down to like around a B, but it's still passing.
Gremlin, oh my god, he's walking in again. Has to be careful. If a stun goes out, Gremlin I think is just dead. Another smack, yep. Gremlin's gonna go down. Roxy should be perfectly fine with 7 armor and 6 HP regen.
Oh, high five. Really rubs it in.
There we
yeah,
go.
like what kind of kill potential do they have in this lane? I would argue probably 0
For
against
who?
these heroes. For Radiant? For
Oh
the
yeah,
Dragon Knight and Venge?
the Dragon Knight Venge don't. Well, actually, I would argue that I think they should. I think they're
Maybe on PL, if PL is alone.
I don't think they're playing this correctly in terms of, I guess, like aggression and spell usage. Because like Dragon Knight, I think is like on paper, like you think like relatively passive, but I think you need to abuse the fact that you can trade extremely well with Dragon Foot and like spam out Dragon Tail. It's 70 mana for 70 damage and a stun. Oh, actually, mid. Arrow's gonna go down. Focus fire out from Odin. Nice kill.
Now we didn't really see how that came to be, but I think like
They went for
full
the
health
runes
Windrunner-
bottom. Yeah.
I think if they're both full health and we have an exorcism popped, I think Windrunner very, very scared. But then you're in the position of having your exorcism popped. But,
yeah. Odin does
yeah,
have
that's
also a quick javelin, very fast. So
yes, Windrunners are a very scary hero to feed because as soon as you give that hero specifically an inch, the hero will go a mile.
yeah.
And so in the bottom lane, let's actually see how the Axe is doing versus the Sniper.
Axe is a little ahead of the DK in terms of CS, but now going to turn back onto Holy Shrimp. Actually ends up reapplying the Poison Touch back onto him, but now Cheddarberry going to get peeped down. Oh my god, this Sniper is kind of terrifying.
See, if we had a Shrapnel for vision, the Axe would probably be dead twice now.
That is a solid point. Also, wow. Arrow with the Exorcism pushing in quite a bit under the tower. Up top as well. More interactions happening, but it looks like the DK should be fine. Just chilling. But yeah, this mid tower, there's a little bit of exorcism left. Around quarter duration, and Odin does not have much health, but might look to maybe do something once the exorcism's done.
He's very low though, and that's kind of scary.
If he gets the rune,
yeah, you're right.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be top, though, since it was an illusion bottom last. So I would assume it's top, and DP is closer and does have the top ward to scout it out. And a shovel, oh my god. Wow. That's like the mid lane. Oh, DD, yeah. Odin's going to run for it and actually uses the wind run. He's just going to probably just die here. Arrow needs to do a little bit of damage, yeah. Gonna lose the Windrunner there up top. Nothing's gonna happen. They get the stun off again.
I guess you can say, oh, Nodin, Daddy Odin.
Wow. Oh, Lightning Wolf actually gonna go down. They get the
PO.
stun off onto the real hero. PO, dead. There's the kill potential. Yep. If you literally just use the stun on DK, there's so much kill potential. What I was gonna say earlier is like, when you have this Wave of Terror, like any armor reducing spell plus stun, like the amount of right click damage which you pump on like the enemy hero is insane.
Yeah.
It's actually ridiculous. DP gonna get caught out in this triangle right here. Dream gonna get a nice call. They don't have the mana. Oh, actually they do have mana for Inkso. They're just holding it, I guess. Odin does not have ult here, but they do have a good amount of damage. They're gonna get slows plus body blocks. They're gonna get the Spirit Siphon as well. Oh, Culling Blade off the mark, but the power shot plus the Spirit should be enough damage.
Yeah, that's a great kill as well. What is the cooldown right now on Exorcism?
19 seconds, 18.
19 seconds? That corresponds directly with Death Prophet's respawn tower timer. We could see Death Prophet going top with a few heroes, even with Dragon Form, and just pushing the PL deeper into jungle. A great play here, especially with a push lineup, is preemptively, when you know you're going to be pushing towers early, just plan ahead. Supports can be blocking camps in the jungle, getting deep vision, preparing for this exorcism push, if it's going to happen, which I hope it is.
Oh yeah, they're bringing TP top.
It's
Let's
happening.
go. I think it's the right play for sure. I mean, currently GRIN Swift is committing. Well, they have two heroes just chilling under the tower bottom, and then they've got two heroes that are looking for the sniper here. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on both sides of the map. Dream. Oh, they got the shackle. Sniper's just dead. So it looks like MKY is gonna be the first casualty here. Very nice snag from Odin. What you said,
so
I
the
think,
reason-
coming into play.
Yep, and so the reason that happened is because I think all four heroes showed top very, very bad. If you're planning on pushing, have one hero show in the wave. This way the enemy team has to kind of respect the fact that they don't know where you are.
Yeah.
You could be top, but you also could be bottom behind the sniper. So yeah, do not show in the wave. As a support, you want to just wait, or even a core in this kind of scenario. As a core, it's a little bit weirder because you want to be farming, but you can weigh the options in the moment. But you want to wait for someone to push the wave and then advance forward. Respect vision.
I actually don't know if this is a super valuable play from Overwhelming. If they can get this PL here, I think it would be huge, but they're losing the bottom tower, and they're committing less heroes for Swift, and they got this sniper, and they used two ultimates for this top tower. Usually I think you'd like to like TP the Dragon Knight somewhere else, but they committed both their TPs on the cores to go top in the first place. And I feel like trading on Swift is just far superior since they do have the worst early game.
Yep. Well, trading on Swift is, you said, worse for Swift?
Oh no, it's superior for Swift since they have the worst early game. Oh, PL top actually is in a little bit of trouble. The swap's gonna come out. Has the doppelganger, has to use it right here. We'll be able to walk away. So, ooh, nice shackle from Odin here. Holy smokes, they're gonna get the ult as well. This is gonna slow down this DP quite a bit. The Grave's gonna come out. Do they have any more damage to catch this DP? The power shot, Odin, perfectly timed. He's gonna get him. They're gonna lose Cheddar Bear for this though. So, still a valuable trade for GRIN Swift.
They're trying to push without any of their pushing abilities.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
showing 3 heroes in a wave. A lot of bad things happening here. Let's see what exactly they're losing here. Let's look at the bottom lane. Let's look at the mid lane. In the mid lane, we just see someone sapping XP. In the bottom lane, we see free farm. This is what you're losing. So you have to, you know, in this kind of draft, so it's different with, let's say, like a Jakiro, a Pugna, something like that, who has low cooldown pushing abilities. That, yes, you can just push until it's like 7 a.m. You've drank way too much, you lost your phone, all that stuff. Just keep going. But with an exorcism, with a dragon form, that kind of stuff, you just have to calm down, play your timings. Take your tower with your timings, chill. You know? Because let's say, I mean, these timings are a huge part of the power of GRIN Overwhelming right now. We see a neutral.
Oh, Holy Shrimp's gonna definitely die. Stun goes out. Lightning Wolf just got a little too cocky with these Ancients. It's gonna go down.
Yeah, as soon as those ultimates go down, their team is just much less strong. You can see GRIN Swift maybe looking at that as an opportunity to take a fight. So there's these other things to weigh. Those 3 heroes sitting in top, showing in vision without ultimates, that would have been a huge signal for like 4 TPs or 3 TPs or whatever to take that fight because they lost all their power.
Oh, DP's actually kind of just chasing Axe. I don't know what's going to happen here. Unless Gremlin can get a swap on someone. It looks like Cheddar Bear is going to be on the menu here. Swap coming in? Nope. Not going to commit to it, actually.
I think they saw 3 heroes there, so they do get a little bit of valuable information. I think Odin is in a little bit of a weird place on the map, but I also think that Radiant isn't really taking full advantage of the map as well. Yeah. I think they could have a hero at top. They actually have their positioning bottom is a little bit, let's say, overextended. They have 2 cores spot farming the same wave. That's generally something you don't really want to see. But yeah, they just kind of have to spread out, get XP and gold where they can, and just play their timings. So their timings are up right now. Now they're going for the push. It makes a lot more sense that they had 2 cores in 1 lane.
Yeah. It's gonna get slowed down a little by the Ignite, but Odin top, he's gonna get the sniper. That's a free kill. That's
something we definitely...
They've got 4 heroes here. They've got the Blink as well. Axe, he gets a 3-man call. Oh my god, they're shredding the supports. They're gonna get destroyed right here. A huge Soulbind as well. The Sculling Blade coming through. Obidog, it actually does not go through on the Dragon right here, but they're still gonna get the kills. 3 heroes, 4 heroes dead now. Can they get 5? A full team wipe here. For GRIN Swift, the Shackle not gonna connect right here, but oh, the stun, plus the follow-up stun, the call as well. The heal from the Exorcism coming back is not enough. That's massive for GRIN Swift. That is so huge.
It's so huge specifically for this game because in any sort of hardcore push lineup like this, you cannot you have to preserve momentum. You can maybe die like this once, maybe, but twice, then you're out of the game already. You're out of the game. Now they do have the snipers they kind of fall back on. You see a little bit of all chatting.
Dreams, honestly, he's giving a little confidence to Overwhelming, as he should, you know, helping out the GRIN boys. Obidog has to be careful here. He's gonna walk right up to the wave. Dream actually has to be, maybe he has to be a little careful. Gonna get stunned under the tower right here. Oh my god. But Odin, he's coming in. The big bad daddy Odin. The strong man here. He actually got that arcane ult, so that's gonna be up very soon again. And they've spotted Holy Shrimp. Roxy? Roxy? Oh, there he is. Shrimp's gonna get caught out right here. No spin so far for Dream, but that's still a very dead Dazzle. And they are hemorrhaging kills all over the map. And this team that was supposed to have the better early game, definitely not looking like it. Oh, Diffusal is now here. MKY, he's getting gone upon by Lightning Wolf. Lightning Wolf actually has to be careful though. He's literally just getting right-clicked by the sniper. But they are sweeping
we see the
through. Oh my god.
Shark looking for the little fishy.
He got him. He got him. The projectile. I forget that DP actually works like that now.
Yeah, me too. I forgot to. But yeah, Sniper is a hard hero with that new change to take aim.
Yeah.
A hard hero to push into. Very hard.
It's super annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, Dream. Where's he going? Who's he looking for? It looks like they're going for the DK right here. Also in the back lines, the Dazzle's going to get obliterated by Odin. Ooh, power shot off the mark, so Obidog's going to live. 1 for 1 here.
And it's just like as soon as we have points in that shrapnel, we immediately feel
Lots stronger.
how strong it is. We felt it in top lane, we felt it here. It's just a good ability. Just get it for vision. Value point for vision. Nothing more than that. It'll help you a lot.
Yeah.
So we have Diffusal on PL. He's going to close in on a Manta style.
Yeah.
I would say he's going to be, you know, even a nuisance at Manta style, but let's say 3 items on him and he's going to be really, really terrifying to play into. But at the same time, we have to look at exactly how fast Sniper's farming. Sniper's closing in on the Chrysalis, probably going to go for a Satanic. Maybe a Mjolnir this game for PL would be cool.
I think that would be pretty great. Honestly surprised he didn't go for one a little earlier, but I guess he just wants some raw damage to stand up and pump out.
But you definitely see, as soon as that one fight happened where we got a full team wipe, even with both ultimates up right now on Radiant, they just don't really feel like they can cross the river as confidently as they did, let's say, 3 minutes ago. So in a lineup like this is why this lineup you don't see it every game at TI. It's because it's risky. It's unnecessarily risky compared to like a general, like a, you know, whatever meta draft. And that's not to say it never works, because sometimes it works.
Odin?
Really,
Oh, he has to be really careful. He's going to get stunned up here. He does get the shackle off as well, but there's got plenty of damage and plenty of stuns. 5 heroes here, plus the DD on the Sniper. That's a nice monster kill straight to the DK.
They could go high ground. They could go high ground right now.
If they save the Exo for high ground and just use the green dragon form. Yeah. There is a fortification though, and Dream is set up here with the Grim to defend. I don't know if they want to commit to this.
They need to be probably shrapneling.
Oh, Dream got spotted.
Or doing that. Nice. Great wave.
Gremlin, Poggies. Looks like they're just gonna maybe back away at the fort. They have to be careful. Dragon Form's about to... It's got a quarter duration left. Arrow does have that, the exorcism.
Are they listening
still.
to me?
Can they hear us? What is happening?
Can they hear us with a 5-minute delay?
I think they just hacked one of our discords. Oh, Drake gets a TP cancel, and Arrow's already actually TP'd away. Did not hang around at all. And now the rest of the supports have to figure out whether they want to leave or stay. Looks like leave is the name of the game. Holy shrimp, he's gonna get stunned up. He's gonna be the one to go down. Can they catch Gremlin? Gremlin has a TP, should be okay. Sniper did get away as well.
They were already on low ground, so at that point, like, it's kind of... Even though I think they had okay vision, it's already kind of a weird fight.
It would be awkward, yeah.
It would be a little bit awkward. Not to say that they would have lost, but...
Gremlin?
You know.
Gremlin? Wait, they don't see him. They actually literally do not see him, but they are going to go for the sniper here. They've got the blade mill as well. They got the silence. Oh my god, the power shot from range. Odin, Pog, he's now Gremlin. Gremlin actually waved very aggressively there, but I think he should be fine unless he walks back in, which he just did. Roxy gonna dive under this tower, gonna get the stun off. Nice multicast, Gremlin. Oh, Dream, you god.
That was edge.
Absolute god, getting him there, and another swing back in the favor of Grin Swift. And Odin, he ulted the tower. Okay, that's what he ulted. I was wondering.
I think that's fine.
Oh, he blinks away. No, Odin. Odin, ugh. He almost did it. PL is free farming though. Actually, I think went for the ultimate orb instead of the Yasha. Interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Ultimate orb, famously the most stat efficient item in the game. But it shouldn't be too much of an issue, I think. So we'll get the Manta style. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll probably be eyeing any number of items.
I would love a Scotty. I think a Scotty would be huge.
I think Scotty's good. Let me think what specifically I like.
Basher isn't bad.
you know it would be really cool if he got like a blink and a basher, because that would unironically be like pretty good.
Imagine a swift blink on the PL. That would be kind of funny. Yeah.
maybe. Okay, like let's not get a
well, not straight away. I mean, they are GRIN Swift, so if they're not building Swift Blink every game, then what are they doing? Oh,
You are right.
Dream killed Holy Shrimp up top, so Dazzle dying once more. And look at how reactionary they're playing. They're actually all smoked up chasing this Axe right here. He does have a blink. Oh, he can't get it off in time. So they're gonna get the Axe here, but the rest of GRIN Swift currently mid. Can they get anything for this? Odin's pushing out the wave, PL's farming bottom, and they've got 4 heroes top right now.
I think this is actually just absolutely fine for Swift. If they're splitting the map like this,
Yeah.
getting pressure, they're getting a lot, especially with the PL farming.
100%, unless Roche goes down. They've popped the Exorcism, they have the Medallion, plus the Wave of Terror. This Roche is going to fall very quickly, and without the Axe, I don't think they can really look to contest it, and they have no idea that this is happening at all. So that's an Aegis that they're going to put on, I hope, the Sniper, I think. Yep.
That's a good rush. They did commit Exo for it, so they're pushing, and their general ability to fight is a little bit hindered if they're trying to push off this.
They just popped Dragon Form as well, just to hope to try and get the Grim, but they didn't actually catch him.
You have a Grove Bow probably coming out on Sniper in a second here.
Oh, that's terrifying.
That's
That's so annoying, actually. Oh my god.
And now it looks like they're just.
Oh my god,
slow
smoke.
siege.
Oh, ooh, they get the swap off onto Odin right here, but in the backline, Stream actually got a huge catch off onto Sniper right here. Odin with the DD, nice shackle, actually hitting off onto 2. Can they get more? MKY caught here in the middle of 4 heroes. Can they get the Sniper? They get the call again. Dream is shutting this Sniper down, and now Odin going back in with the DD off onto Arrow right here. That's a huge amount of damage onto the DP. They're gonna lose him unless the Yule's up into the air, but when he comes down, he's in for a world of hurt. Culling Blade does not hit, but still, that's 3 heroes dead. Dream blinking forward once again. Gonna get the Battle Hunger off onto Gremlin, plus the slow. Oh, the Yules? Gremlin? Can they get him? Odin going in with another shackle. Are they gonna dive under this tower? They've got the double ignite off onto both supports. They should be just okay getting this tier 2 tower. There is a fortification available.
And so, we're kind of really feeling here why the Sniper pick isn't something you first phase, is because there's a lot of ways to just run at them. Especially in, like, let's say, like a pushing draft, there are better ones that can help pushing. Even if they just went for the jug like they did in the first game, that's like a million times better for a hardcore push lineup than Sniper is. However, Sniper does give them one thing that Jug doesn't. I mean, Jug has good late game, but Sniper has great high ground defense, and maybe we can treat it as like an insurance policy for their team in case the original push strat didn't work out so well. I like their idea of going for like a ranged, mostly ranged draft, because it's a very hard draft to play around, especially like with an Ink Swell on Grim. Grim's ult is less effective. Ogre has a harder time casting spells. Axe has a harder time getting spells with targeting more than one hero. So I like the idea, but it's also heavily leveraged. It's like going 10x on I don't know, on Shiba Inu Moon, you know. Like, it could work, and if it works in a great way, but if it doesn't, like, oh, you're leveraged 10x into Shiba Inu, you know?
Yeah, I totally know exactly what you're talking about.
Anyway.
Huh.
So one person will. I'm sure one person will.
Yeah. They are smoked on GRIN Swift, sweeping through. I would like to see them, I think, just push down this mid tower, because all of Overwhelming is farming, like, 2 camps. And it's a small and a medium camp. Oh, no, that's a small and a large camp. But now they're gonna... There's no tower here. I actually don't know what they're doing in this top lane right now. But
I think they just showed 2 heroes as well, so it makes it a little bit obvious what they're doing. Good Swift sees right through it and just takes their freeze tower. And it looks like they might even be positioning with this catapult to go high ground, maybe for a little bit of chip damage. I don't know if that's the greatest play, because we do have Exorcism Dragon Form on your high ground as well, and we do know that Overwhelming pushes faster, and I think Overwhelming knows this as well.
yeah, they're gonna have to start TPing back. Looks like Axe is back, but they're gonna pop the Dragon Form as well. I don't know if... Oh my god, the BKB, the Yules, he dodged it. Arrow. Heads up play right there, but now, oh my god, the double shackle? Will it finally hit Odin? Isn't going to use it, but oh my god, that's a huge amount of damage. That's soul-buying huge from Cheddar Bear there, plus Odin running in with his BKB. How did they stop this Windrunner? Oh my god, the Shackle plus the Call of the Gremlin. He swaps him away, so the Sniper's actually... Oh no, but he's being run down by the PL. He's getting shredded apart. The illusions is too much. Gremlin now going to fall as well. Holy shrimp. What spells does he have to keep him alive? He has nothing, and now Arrow is going to be the next one on the menu. He has a Silence to keep him alive for a little bit longer, plus a use TP. He TP's away in time. He's going to be the only survivor for them. Actually, I lied. Dragon Knight's here. I actually don't remember Dragon Knight getting out, but he's alive.
Yeah, and it just felt, as soon as those heroes started running at them, it felt so weird. And that's the only word I can really say, is because what can they really do? They can throw maybe a Venge Stun, they can maybe do a swap, but they don't really have any way to stop Windrunner from running at them, or PL from running at them, or Axe from running at them.
Yeah, they're not at the stage, I think, where they can have snipers stand his ground with Grave and win. Like, the sniper still has actually had no item progression for the past, like, 11 minutes. So,
Yeah,
still
it's
super weak.
It's mostly because...
DP caught out. Odin is gonna get a power shot off onto him. A nice silence coming out, but still Arrow, I think, is most definitely dead here. Dunk, not even needed.
Oof. Voice lines.
I love that one. It's so fun.
Hate to love to see it. Hate to love to see it.
There's actually very little voice lining happening for two GRIN teams. I expected a lot more, like, memeing about, but I guess they're... And they're all, like, silver tier. Yeah, there's 4 silver tiers on GRIN Swift. There's 2 golds on the side of Overwhelming. I guess they're not voice liners much. Like, even Odin's not voice lining. What is this the real Odin? Are we sure about that?
Maybe they're just putting their serious hats on and trying to get some good games in.
Odin and Dream together. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, but what actually is the play here for GRIN Overwhelming? I guess is my question. If I were in their shoes, I would probably abandon the push strat at this point and start itemizing for late game.
Yeah.
They need a hero to cut waves. I'm just trying to think how they can manage that.
I think DK gets like shard and cuts waves. I think that's what you do. Because none of your supports can push waves effectively. Oh, Odin has someone in a shackle. Decides not to commit for it actually, but yeah, I think DK can just blink in and out of trees, like breathe fire and shard the wave, fireball it, and I think that's kind of your best opportunity.
Actually, you could actually make that same argument with Dazzle. If Dazzle gets enough money for, like, let's say a blink, blinks in the trees, casts his thingy thing. I forgot what it's called.
The shadow wave?
Yeah, shadow wave on the wave, and that's actually great.
Smoke?
Great way to
Ooh,
cut.
they're about to... I think they literally just saw that smoke on the side of Swift. There was a ward there, so Cheddar Bear's positioned very nicely in the trees, but still will get caught out? No. Odin? 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 BKB, I believe in you. Get the BKB off in time.
Odin.
Yes.
Odin.
Space created. And now they're gonna push top. Yeah.
Now,
Space
the
created.
Windrunner is disconnected, so this is an opportunity to fight.
What the fuck?
However, what the hell?
How did
Looks
that?
like-
How did that what?
Looks like Odin got the free kill and the free tower.
And they're
as well,
smoked?
even though.
Oh no, they're just gonna walk high ground. I hope they pincer off bottom, but they're not going to. Oh, sniper almost caught out. He actually. What a freaking shackle from Odin there, and now DP is in a world of hurt. Pops the BKB, and now it's gonna go down. The sniper's getting destroyed right now. Gonna get dunked on as well, and now the Venge, the next one to fall. Odin has the ult again available. Obidog gonna get looking like a pincushion here, and looking like he's dead in the bottom lane. And oh my god, overwhelming. It is not good for them.
Yeah, so remember, they do have one saving grace, which is their sniper at high ground defense. But right now, I would probably think we can see, what, 1 Rex? Maybe 2? With all these heroes. Let's say 1 Rex.
Holy Shrimp is on the other side. I think he's going to cut the waves. No way.
If I see it, I will absolutely lose my mind. Okay, well, he showed himself, and now they...
they got the fort out and they didn't kill the siege wave, so it's actually kind of worthless now. And now Holy Shrimp's going for the haste rune.
But not going for the haste rune.
I lied.
He saw it and then turned. But I love that he's cutting the wave. I love it. The intention behind it is great, but you have to see if there's two lanes
Gale
pushing
Force.
in, like,
Odin.
what do you do?
Not exactly perfect. But like you said, Sniper's back. Dream, he wanted to go in for a jump, but the shrapnel gonna cancel his blink. Lightning Bolt now has to be a little
has to
careful.
be hitting the PL. Yeah, there's no like this is the one thing.
Oh, swap Cheddar.
Oh, whoa.
He's back in. Gremlin, what a player, but he will die for it, I think. Yeah, he's gone.
But honestly, it's so hard pushing into Sniper, even though they have this massive lead. Sniper is just so crazy as a high ground defense hero.
Yeah.
So this is one thing they do have, and we do know that DK scaling as an offlaner is probably comparatively better than most other offlaners. I would say you have more potential to scale. Death Prophet's not bad at scaling, but you also have these two mega safe supports, which matters a lot in the late game. So they do have timings to play for it. They have to absolutely scrap their idea of pushing and probably just play to bunker down, play for like 50, 60, 70, 90, 120 minutes in any order.
Looks like Heart's completed on PL. I think the safer item, the safest item you could have gone for. I think Scotty might have been slightly better, but it still feels like this PL isn't strong. I don't know. Maybe it's just PL as a hero, or just a matchup into Sniper, but it does not feel
I don't mind
that
the heart.
great. I mean, I think the
I don't
Heart's
mind it.
fine, but like
Yeah.
the hero itself just seems. I guess he needs to be like further ahead of the Sniper to actually like pop off. Because when they're fighting, I guess in like team fights he's fine, but like pushing and stuff, he's still struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
Looks like Roche. That's free Roche. Shard gonna go to who?
Maybe
Unless
PL? That's fine. It's fine for.
there's
fine
the
for
bounce
PL.
would
No.
be pretty cool. Yeah.
No, I'm not sure why they're backing out of the pit, and here's why. They're much stronger than the Sniper team. They have much better team fight and pick-off than the other team. And I think their vision is also... Yeah, they see the enemy team in the triangle as well. That would have been a great opportunity for them to smoke
They
up
actually don't
and just
have
end the game here.
great fish. They just have like this little
Well,
sliver.
Yeah, well, they saw the heroes enter the triangle.
Yeah.
How about that? So they know there's heroes there. It would have been a great opportunity for them to do some sort of pincer, some sort of smoke, and just kind of like end the game there. Because PL is much stronger. Sniper outside of base is a huge liability.
He's just a very strong range creep, honestly.
Sure. He's like a range. He's like a range creep, except if you don't initiate on him immediately, he will shred your entire team.
Oh yeah, like if you don't kill the range creep, he's gonna be doing like piercing damage and stuff, right? But
Yeah.
if you go for him, he's valuable. XP should be focused down. Snipers, we figured it out. Sniper is actually just a range creep.
Axe is kind of like a melee creep, except he can blink and call.
Okay, wait, this
spin.
metaphor is going too long. Stop it.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
But Roche, they're gonna get this Aegis Shard, probably both to the PL, unless Shard.
That's.
Oh my God,
That's-
Prince Swift lost the game. There's no reason else to cast this. They lost. No way. It's over. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, just shut the stream off.
Forgetting that is
that'll
actually
be it.
not good at all, though. I think the lance would be pretty cool, even like for Ogre Shard's kind of stupid, but Axe already has one. Actually, it would be amazing for PL to have. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be fine. I'll make a case for the niche build. I think Axe on PL, not that bad.
You want to go for the juxtapose this game?
Not that bad. Make a lot of illusions, send him at the tower. Infinite siege. 12 illusions.
It's not bad. It is a 40-second cooldown now. I also think it would be helpful just to have a bunch of illusions, like one sniper like peeps yours down. Ooh, Gale Force. But yeah, I think it actually isn't bad. I think the Scotty definitely better, but it could play in quite nicely.
I'm just an advocate for the niche build, bro. don't have to hate.
Satanic being built soon for the sniper. Let's see what else. Dazzle actually went for the Yules into the Ghost Scepter. BKB for the DP we've seen. Holding gold for the rest. Dazzle. I mean not Dazzle. What is it? Zero Venge. Going for the. I don't think Shard's the play. I think you just build for the Ags, honestly. Even though it has been nerfed, I still think it's pretty good.
Or just generic items, generic support items.
Yeah,
that's
or that too.
100%, 1 million times.
Like another force staff for your sniper.
Like a force, sure.
Wait,
sure.
there's actually no force staffs at all.
That's.
Yikes.
I think that's pretty necessary this game.
Yeah, you have swap, but having the force staff, plus you've got an Aether Lens, so that force staff is immediately like a million times better with that range.
Ethereal Blade's also, I mean, it's an expensive item, but it'll force Windrunner to go Nullifier.
Yeah, Dazzle is going for a Ghost Scepter. They actually get a very nice Shackle off onto 2 here. It looks like Odin looking to commit in. Arrow's gonna get swapped away, but Dream gets a call off onto 2 in the backlines. The Sniper, oh my god, the Blade Mail. It's tearing them apart. They're gonna get this to Grave, but it doesn't matter once they've got the axe into the game. The Vengeful Spirit dead. They've got the buyback on the Sniper. Buyback onto 2 now. Dragon Knight out of mana complete. They're gonna pop the BKB on Dream right now. He has to walk away in time, but he will fall. So they're gonna get rid of this axe here. But that is for 2 buybacks on the Sniper. So now a clear win condition for Green Swift. What the? What? Oh, Ignite. Wild.
Yeah, Ignite's pretty strong, bro.
He literally just took 49 damage per second for like 8 seconds straight. Interesting.
But yeah, there's still Aegis on PL. They could just do the same exact thing. They're all pretty low cooldown.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually already have Grimstroke ult up again.
Literally
so
everything's
they could literally,
up. Focus
yep,
fires
they could literally just do it again. They could just do the exact same thing again, and that should result.
Oh, the Gale Force, Odin, you fucking madman. Also, Grim has Ags as well, so now Sniper Illusion is going to be in play. And that's kind of spooky.
That is spooky, but what's the range on it?
The range isn't. It's actually. Oh, never mind.
That's
it's
actually
really good. With the Aether Lens as well. That's massive. And if
It's
you happen to
still kinda
catch him in
hard.
the Soulbind.
It is still kind of hard into high ground, because it like a sniper's going to be all the way at the tier 4s. It requires overextension. But yeah.
Honestly, if you get the Dragon Knight one, because you get his dragon if he's in the dragon form, so that's huge as well. And Dragon Knight's usually pretty darn forward.
That's true. Or advocate for the niche build coming in again. You could go like a blink, cast your abilities, and then just blink in, cast that Dark Portrait, eat those shrapnels to the
Stun
face.
off onto Odin here. He does have that BKB. Oh, they're gonna get the Shackle. Oh my god, Sniper, he's caught. He's caught. If they can find him right here, that would be huge. But they're gonna use the Dark Portrait on the DK. Sniper's actually shackled there. If they committed, that would have been huge. But Dream has been dead for 100-something seconds and is only now coming up. So they've been doing all this without their axe. And the Shard
so
still
Aegis,
in the pit.
Aegis is going down.
12
so,
seconds.
Yeah, I mean, the window is getting a little bit weirder now. Obviously, we still know that Grin Swift is a lot stronger at this point in the game.
Ooh, nice
But
ward.
we're facing really, really strong high ground defense. So I don't think they feel like they can push without the Aegis without it being maybe a little bit risky. Now, there's a few niche ways to tackle this. It's really hard to split the lane.
Dream, he's been swapped
wow.
in. Immediately BKB still. Plus he has
Swap
that
again?
blast
Swap again.
rig.
Oh, he has no swap.
No swap. You already used it to get him in.
Wait, does swap have 2 charges still?
No, that was removed a while ago.
How long ago?
A couple of patches at least. It's been.
Alright, well, I've never played that hero.
It's definitely been. It was pre-Venge Ags, so like you know the new like Ags that everyone's building like 8 months ago. Like it's been at least I think close to a year since it's been gone.
Boomer moment. I just had a boomer moment, huh?
That's hard to keep track of all the changes. Ooh, they get the Witchbane plus the
Licky,
Spell Prism.
don't be my advocate.
Fine,
call
you're an
me a boomer
idiot.
and
God,
move on.
jeez. Pay attention to patch notes. Jeez.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
This is why
I
old
only
people.
pay attention to Pugna patch notes. Cast range increased by 50, baby. We're on our way to the moon.
Yeah, I went from 400 to 450 and now 450 to 500. Let's go.
But yeah, we're talking about like a few ways for GRIN Swift to kind of break this stalemate of sorts. So they are a lot stronger, but how do they transition this to actually like taking ranks? So again, I'll advocate for Axe on PL as a good splitting tool. They can use it every 40 seconds, once every wave. They can use it with catapults even. They can split 2 waves with it, take towers down, eventually just kind of like whittle down the towers. That's one option. Another option is they can just go balls to the walls, because we still don't have buyback up on Sniper.
Yeah, 3 minutes.
They could just go, they can go Blink Dagger PL, jump, you know, hardcore dive. If they knock out Sniper, even though, you know, we're facing
oh my god, they got the
Dazzle
shard.
bench saves.
Finally.
Took a while.
Yeah.
Bounty.
But yeah, they need a creative way of breaking this high ground. They can't just smash their bodies in there, wait for Roche until the end of the game, because then they're facing a 9-slotted Sniper.
They do have the call AoE on Axe now. Let's see other 25s. Actually, Axe is there a lot faster than everyone else. Interesting. Yeah, no one else is even close. Odin's the closest at 24. Focus Fire kills advanced cooldown by 20 seconds? No way. That's insane.
Thank God I'm not the only boomer. Even I knew that. Oh, Jesus. Boomer moments all around.
Oh, that's super huge. What was it before? Was it still the mini stun, or was it the damage reduction thing? Or the cooldown? I don't know. I don't remember. Whatever. But that's really cool, actually. Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna see both teams kind of farming up. Everyone loves to watch this kind of Dota. Sometimes I wake up, eyes dilated from these kinds of games where you just wait for one team to kind of like mess up, and then that determines the pace of the game. But the cool part about Radiant's lineup is that even if Dire messes up, they might not even be able to do anything about it. Actually, I don't know. All the towers are down. I don't know. They might not be able to end the game, but they're gonna have to kill.
DP? Oh, I didn't pop the DP. Just usual things.
They're gonna have to kill the team of the Dire probably like at least 2 times, like full team wipes, in order to get the game like into a favorable position.
Oh, they go for a smoke. That is unless they don't have
Disagree.
buybacks.
Big disagree from me. Just play high ground. There's no way this is gonna work out.
Oh, they know.
And
They
if it
saw
does,
that way.
I'll eat my words.
They also have really good vision in the triangle here. I think there's very little chance. They also saw this ward. Yeah, they know.
Yep, I would advocate here for just
Yep.
you know, playing high ground defense. That's what we're good at.
Positioning on Swift is kind of weird. They were like holding the low ground here rather than holding one of the choke points, which is kind of interesting. But they didn't get punished for it.
However, holding the choke point is weird against Venge. That is one thing.
True. Yeah. I guess they were forcing them to play deeper into their own vision here, but Dream actually went for the Ags. I honestly, do people not like Shivas or AC? What is happening? I think both are insane items this game. I think if you literally just stack armor versus the sniper or the Shivas, the healing reduction thingy against the snipers, Mask and Madness, soon to be Satanic, or even just the AC in terms of damage plus tower push would be quite helpful.
I'd actually be alright with Sniper picking up a Rapier here and not going Satanic quite yet.
Really, you think the Rapier without the Satanic? I feel like the Sniper's still super weak.
Yeah, but the Satanic is not going to fix his weak problem, and the Rapier will.
Oh, Venge. They've got a... Dream actually got a 2-man call here. He's gonna turn back onto Venge, and oh, the Shackle coming out from Odin here. They have no save. The Shackle's gone. They're gonna lose 1. Can Odin get away in time? He's actually just getting peeped. Holy shit, he's getting destroyed right here, but now the PL back into the game. They're gonna turn onto the Sniper. He's gonna get stunned down, and Sniper, he's gone. He has to buyback though. Buybacks are all back into the game right now. DP's already popped hers, and now Heroes dying, falling like flies, 4 buybacks used, 5 buybacks used, 1 from Swift, 4 from Overwhelming. Now Odin TPing back onto the C-Chip. They're gonna have to buy back on Sniper, I think, if they want to take this fight properly. And now Dream going in, gets a 3-man call, plus a Shackle fall if they've lost their support here. That's Dazzle, no buyback here. Oh my god, they're getting shredded. Ultra kill for the PL, Rampage for the PL. Now Arrow in trouble. The Sniper, he's gone. They've all died back. And this is looking curtains for Swift here. They're gonna close it out.
Oh, no.
Overwhelming force from Swift here, gonna close out the game for sure. What a game 2. What a series overall.
Honestly, I respect it because the correct way of playing this game is to hold high ground and not extend the shot areas. But that would have extended the game to like 70 minutes.
Yeah.
GRIN did win though.
Yeah, GRIN ends up with
GRIN
2
tied!
wins.
It was 1-1!
Well, no, GRIN got 2 wins this week. What are you talking about?
Oh, you're right.
You gotta think
You're
about
right.
it in the right way.
Good call, Licky. So yeah, that was a fun series. I think both teams. I mean, I do think the drafts are kind of, they were a little weird both games. I mean, for both teams, honestly, I think GRIN Swift's draft this game is probably the most solid draft they've had, or like the most solid draft of the entire series.
Yeah,
I would say.
I think so. I think there's potentially better picks for instead of that PL, but I think the PL actually played pretty solid for I guess the card. Like, it's not like a bad pick, but it's not the best out there. But they still, like you said, played very well with their draft, and I mean their cores kind of popped off, and so did their supports. They barely died at all. 14 deaths against GRIN Overwhelming, who we thought would have like such a strong early game. They kind of just were not able to coordinate very well.
Yep. As soon as they lost a little, even just the slightest bit of momentum with that one team wipe in the bottom lane, it's so hard to regain that momentum unless all the stars align.
Yeah, I think it's like that dip right there at like 20 minutes, I think or was it earlier? I don't know. I think it was at like 20 minutes or 23 minutes is where it started getting out of control or at least Overwhelming lost control of the game.
Yeah, we see in the graphs there that around, let's say, like, I don't know, 18, they were doing okay, but then I think that one fight happened, and then they weren't able to regain the momentum, bleeding more kills, and then just went down.
Yeah, just kept slipping away, but overall, I think great series. The two teams have potential to win more in the Archon League. Let's see, what else happened? There's actually a lot of 1-1s and a lot of 2-0s, I guess. What else would happen? But both GRIN, Swift, and Overwhelming are actually still currently at the bottom, unfortunately, despite the fact that both got wins today. 14th and 15th, respectively. Maybe this training for either team will help them pull it together, climb up the ranks, perhaps.
Yeah, it could be.
Could be what they need. But that's all I think that we have for today. The last series, I think, to get finished up on this late Thursday night, now Friday morning. Any other closing remarks for these two teams, Pip?
Nah, I said what I needed to in the games.
Nothing more to add. GG's for both teams. Great series, great showing, and good luck to everyone moving forward. And thanks for watching.